Hello and hello. I'm the S.O.C.K, aka Fortnite Battle Royale. We gotta get down 10 kills on the board right now. Just wiped out Tomato Town. And today we're getting back into the Seven Empires for the eighth session of Beasts of Burden. Last session, Mulia's infernal razor chain spoke to her and revealed that it can taste the blood of Ella in the air, her childhood friend and fellow assassin who Mulia had previously spared instead of executing. Um, while recovering in the medical tent, Calwyn the Chronicler was visited by the juvenile forest guard Drake, and the party previously rescued that one, and now he's tagging along for the journey. The party interrogated Burp the Grig so they could understand Fey psychology in order to travel in this corrupted Feywild more efficiently. And they realize that the Feyfolk don't possess a subconscious, and that this is a direct result of the nature of the Feywild itself, which warps based on the emotions and subconscious of the people nearby. What else? Realizing that the Feywild requires all travelers to be on a similar emotional wavelength, the party worked to manipulate the caravan's collective mood. If I'm not mistaken, the party was like telling positive stories about the Feywild and convincing the refugees to compartmentalize their fear, and they successfully shifted the caravan's mood from suspicious to neutral to make their travel safer. I'm just trying to cover everything because it's been like a week or two. During the night, any party members and caravan citizens who snored experienced a terrifying sleep paralysis. And while this was happening, a gaunt four-armed fae with six iron nails driven through her angelic white wings crawled into their tents and used her needle-like claws to silently inspect their teeth. The next morning, Cowan used his wand on the entity's footprints and received a vision of a beautiful silver dryad dead on the ground and her home destroyed. The party deduced that the four-armed entity is a celestial fey hybrid that's been corrupted by abyssal energies, much like the goat giant corpse they encountered in Bloomberg. The party's travel brought them to a massive tree adorned with ringing bells, which revealed a staircase, and at the top was that four-armed entity, and it demanded a toll for safe passage through her forest. Either a tooth from every member of the caravan, or the skin of a fingertip from each party member. Instead of paying this gruesome toll, Findle decided to attack her with a web spell due to not trusting this corrupted being, and the entity screamed out with the sound of infantile crying and used a magical mist to escape, turning the surrounding fog a threatening deep purple. And that is where we pick up. Um, so you guys would have returned to the camp at one point, and I'll let you guys take it from there, just so you know you can get your bearings and all that.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that she was teleporting away.
Yeah, she like dissolved into like a magical blue mist.
Gotcha. I thought it was just going to be a little bit away, and then we're going to get strung up with a bunch of nasty webs or something. I don't know.
I'm sorry, everybody, for jumping the gun on that, but she
Well,
is a blasphemy to Geed and all that is good.
I agree. There's no need to apologize. That creature is not good. I was terrified of him.
I sense that we're going to have to destroy it at one point or another.
My chain of annihilation would like that. It likes her, probably for all those reasons.
Glad that you were on our side.
So I
Whatever
guess
it is.
who all is here? Are we like
Um,
split at the moment?
right now, I think that Captain Knuckle, it's kind of awkward because Captain Knuckle's trying to like give a coordinated effort, but obviously his reputation has been like completely shattered, even among like the captains and stuff. So, uh, they pretty much just agreed to a consensus of like the same scouting party rotation, like separating it into like three the guards in like three halves, and then like having each half go scout like before. It's like a closer distance, so I would say like mostly everybody's here and stuff.
I'll turn over and look for Greg wherever he's sitting.
Yeah, I think you would probably be um He'd probably be sitting, like, laying on top of Findal's head, kind of just like playing with some of the leaves that are caught in there.
I'll walk up to him.
Little Master Grig.
Master Greg, I like that. He kind of perks up.
Tell me, do you think that we made the right choice?
He gets a little bit like uncharacteristically serious. You can see him thinking, and he's just like, I mean, she did. I guess the best way I can explain it to you guys, I don't know. It's like everything here we share with each other. That's like our way of, I guess, talking or communicating. You guys call it, but I'm not gonna lie. She was a little bit weird. I got like this sort of like sick feeling in my chest when we were near her, but she seemed more sad than anything.
That's right.
Didn't she destroy your home? That's why you fled back to where we live.
Well, not her specifically. He starts describing, like he was describing Glabrezus and like all these like all demonic entities and stuff as he was like running away. He says that she felt similar, but like this is like a Fey encountering, like this is a Fey, but it's been corrupted by demonic blood. So he doesn't know how to like reason it out, but he just says she felt like yucky to be around. But there's that
Well, let me
strange
help you.
pull.
Demons, even if there's a little bit, she may only be part of demon, but she's fully evil. She's just like them, the ones that destroyed your home. So any information that we can get to thwart this enemy of ours will help you get some revenge, some closure for your lost home.
Well, I guess to help you guys out, I think the reason why everything went kind of sideways was that, like, you kind of talked to her like a mortal. We don't really talk to each other like that. Like, he kind of explains that she was like, while she couldn't verbally speak, her taking out her own tooth was like a confirmation that Fae have their own rules that you play by. So while they do like all these deals and all that sort of stuff, and there's that power imbalance, that also means they would be subject to the same rules. So if you approach them like I guess the best way you would explain it is that if you want to counter a deal, you counter it with your own deal, or like negotiate the terms, that sort of thing. But if you talk to her just like a person, like, oh, this makes me feel like this, or I don't like this, then that's when she started getting confused.
Well, that's all right. Sounds like the Fae aren't too much different than the laws of man, where each petty king will have his own or her own laws and ways they run the place, and it will change from spot to spot.
Yeah, he says he doesn't like it varies from Fae to Fae on what their rules are. That's where you get that alien aspect to it, because it also comes down to like right and wrong from their perspective. So he tells you definitely rubbed her the wrong way.
Master Findle,
Yes.
I'm no master of the arcane arts. I dabble a little bit, but I want to gather your expertise. Perhaps this was a mistake, a disconnect of cultures, but I am very wary of giving pieces of myself to entities of that nature. Is there any spells or magic, perhaps of control, that could be brought about by having such things? I believe I've heard of rumors of that sort of thing.
Well, that was my thoughts exactly. There's a lot of things someone of magical potential can do if they have a piece of you. And who knows what that entity was going to do with our teeth or our skin or our fingers, whatever it wanted. Could have eaten it, could have turned it into something else.
I think the Grig kind of interjects with that one, since you were asking him about he likes hanging around you guys, so he kind of says that he doesn't want you guys to kick him out, so he'll continue. He'll be like, well, that's my point exactly. It's just like you guys are treating it like you're he describes watching people like shop in like the district, and like to him things like he says that it didn't feel like that. Like he kind of describes he's seen like a hag before and everything. They have they're mean, but uh he kind of says that things like your teeth or like mundane things like shopping, like he finds that fascinating the same way that you guys look at it, like all these like magical landscapes and like, oh, this is like awe-inspiring. To him, he kind of says like your teeth and like the things that you guys honestly would consider mundane, they have like this radiant sort of glow to the Fae, and it varies upon where each one what glows to them, but it's not always, oh, they have a piece of you, they're gonna like immediately try to use it to enslave you or something. He says that's a mortal way of thinking.
Sure, but one thing that you've already admitted yourself, Greg, is that all you Fae work different. You have different rules, you have different wants, you have different needs. You don't know this Fae personally. And it's part demon. So one thing that you need to learn, especially if you're traveling with us and you live in the realm of man, is that you can't trust that easily. There's a lot of things out there that will kill you or control you or do things that you don't want. Trust must be earned. It's not freely given.
Indeed. Even you yourself, Greg, you described it as yucky. So caution is the best path for you, I believe.
He
Well,
nods.
it's true.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Well, it's true that not all demons are bad. And then she looks off wistfully, because as you know, her powers come from the demon, right? The lotus with the lotus flower, and she continues by saying that, but we got off on the wrong foot, and no matter how it ends up, I don't think we're going to be on their right side. So it looks like we have to be very cautious moving forward. Perhaps on guard, perhaps ready to kill.
I don't want to have him keep going on for like 15 more minutes, but I think he would just end it off because he's saying he started to get bored with the conversation, but he ends it off with saying that you guys still have your teeth. Like you got one thing that he finds hilarious about mortals when he's like heard stories of like them getting tricked by the Fays, because they don't, he's like, you guys don't realize the inherent value that you guys have. Like your soul is obviously one thing, but like everything about you is fascinating to the Fae. So like that's like your leverage in a sense. Like this whole thing about like trusting the other party and stuff doesn't really compute with the Fae. It's about value. Like what value are you bringing to the table, and how can you kind of like, you know, twist that to make them do what you want. That's like the game. But he goes back to fumbling around in like Findal's like plant covered hair.
Maybe like above table, are you saying that like Fae kind of work as a monolith, that like what the Grig is telling us is like how they work, or you know?
Yeah, above table, just
because...
to make it simple. It's kind of like I guess the best way I can explain Fae negotiation, because obviously, like I was saying, they vary in personality and what they like, but at the end of the day, they're gonna value something about you. So it's like the way that you get the Fae to do what you want is not the same way as you negotiating with a mortal. It's like you basically, if you know what they value and you have it, and you know that they want that like more than anything, that is a very strong leverage to that entity. It's like if a devil wanted your soul and you were doing something like, okay, I'm going to destroy my soul if you don't like do such and such, then the devil would be like, all right, wait, that sort of thing.
And I was mostly like role playing because I was catching the hints. But
oh no, she's still fucked up. Yeah, so I don't want to. Yeah,
sorry, go for it.
Sorry, my bad. I interrupted you. I was go
ahead. But Findle, at least he's kind of perceiving the Grig, and I'm guessing Calwyn's in the same boat, as being like pretty naive and doesn't really know, totally what he's talking about. So even though above table, like, I understand to try to make that bargain, but I'll probably continue RPing that the Grig doesn't really know what he's talking about.
Oh yeah, especially because you worship Geed. Like I want to clarify it. The burp the Grig said it both in and I'm saying it out of character. She's still fucked up. Like she, cut her chest open and showed she keeps like teeth and skin fragments inside of her, her skin like a jacket. So I'm not approaching it as if she is a.
We need
I'm
to
not,
be best buds.
Yeah, I'm not shaming you for your decision. Like it makes sense.
Oh, totally.
I'm treating it like he's explaining his experience, but he still like described her as yucky. So that's like an abnormality. So I'm not going to treat it like it's that way. So yeah.
Also, from how you've kind of portrayed the Grig in the past, is that like he has like a mind of a child.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where Findle is like treating him like more or less a child, but obviously has a lot more to him than that because he's Fey.
Yeah.
Mulia actually sees him with more nuance because she recognizes that he's trying to give context for the behavior, even though the behavior is pretty fucked up, you know what I mean? But for her, she thinks that we've passed that line, we've crossed that line. We can't go back and make any negotiations, so there's no need to worry about it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Yeah, I was just giving context. But while this discussion is happening, you guys are walking back into camp and stuff. I want to switch over to what is Flindrican doing? Because last we left off, you were in the chest that I guess you just sleep in permanently, but that's like in the captain's sort of like negotiation room. So are you like?
Well, that chest got lost, right, when I crashed.
Oh yeah, that is true.
That
is a fact.
Yeah, what did Flindrican do in the meantime? Probably hibernating. His whole shtick is survival of the fittest, and he will not expend any time for no gain.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to do. He will just sit there, potentially for weeks. He's kind of like a snake more than anything. And I mean, until now, the peasants, he will think, do everything around him for him, so he doesn't see the need to do anything for them, unless anything crazy comes along that he has to kill. But yeah, and while the rest of the party is talking about this creature they encountered, well, he would just listen in and see how he can get the biggest advantage he can out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, he doesn't feel too much about other people. Of course, like, he doesn't want them to, die or something, right? But he doesn't really care if they're really sad. He just wants them to be the best version of themselves, so they can survive better.
Yeah, it's basically like in terms of like usefulness to him. Like that's like like a chaotic neutral sort of vibe.
Well, not usefulness to him, just usefulness in general.
Okay.
Right.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's like a couple peasants walking around carrying chests. You see the general vibe of like the camp is like very shell-shocked, as like the night before there were anybody who was snoring, that sort of thing. You kind of heard about this like strange four-armed entity just crawling up and sitting on their chest and just inspecting their teeth before leaving after a couple minutes. So like people are generally like very shell-shocked and stuff. But
well, Flindrican doesn't have any real teeth, so
yeah, this is just
he would try to understand what it is about teeth. He might even ask Grig, what does this thing want with the teeth?
You guys' teeth aren't too shiny to me. In terms of what he thinks that she might want with the teeth, she did show that she was keeping it like inside of her skin on her chest. So maybe he says she smelled like a craftsman. He's trying to find the best word to describe. So maybe she like he knows some Fae that have made structures out of the things that they adore and all that sort of stuff. But they vary wildly in terms of like what they like.
It seems awfully inefficient. Yeah, Fenrir kind of has disdain for these types of creatures. He doesn't really like them.
I mean, you were corrupted by some sort of corrupted Feywild thing, so that makes sense why you might have some lingering dislike. But while this is happening, I think it would be like maybe Brother Anton, you have to go use the bathroom or something like that. So run me through what Brother Anton is currently just like. What's his current mindset as he's stepping out of his cart?
Well, I would say he's honestly probably sulking in front of a fire. But I guess if he has to go to the bathroom, he's going to the bathroom. His mindset is he's just incredibly guilty about the events that transpired during the Null raid. He has taken all of his gear and his armor off. He's walking around barefoot. His hair is like draping over his face like a messy curtain. He's like he feels lost, I'll say. He took this journey to save people and prove that he was a different man than he was whenever he was in the militia, and he feels like now he just hasn't changed after all. I'll say, like, I don't know, in his past he's killed a few men for basically like disrespect, like something as petty as like a drunkard disrespected him. And he clubbed him over the head enough to actually kill him on accident. And he regrets those days in his younger years now that he's older, and he like is just envisioning these things that he has done in his past, and he's just questioning his inner alignment, we'll say. And then I guess he'll finish using the bathroom in the woods unless something attacks me.
Oh, and yeah, then, no, I wasn't trying to force you into the situation of using the bathroom. I just remember where we left off. I think he was like hiding away in a cart, so I didn't know if he was like, I'm saying, like, still there or something.
No, I'd say he's out with like all the guards and whatnot, but like he's just not interacting with anybody. In my head, his hair is like a mess and unkempt. He's got like a tunic on that's all like stained and dirty, and he's just sitting on a log staring into a campfire with like no shoes on, just a tunic and pants, and like the hair's just over his face like a curtain, and he just stares into the fire. And that's what he's been doing. Hasn't spoken in days. In fact, I want to give him 2 points of constitution damage because he hasn't slept either.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's it fully makes sense considering where he left off. I don't know if this would be, you can kind of decide on the chronological order on if he would have like talked to him at all, but when you would have like stepped out of your cart initially, before coming out to where everybody else is, you would have seen Wilbur sleeping on the dirt outside like your door. He has like this sheet laid out on the dirt, and he's just curled up, like freezing from the biting cold.
He probably wouldn't talk to him, but I'll say like he grabs like a wool blanket or something and puts it around him while he's sleeping before he walks off to use the bathroom.
All right. Well, I think that while you're sitting around the campfire, you see, let me put his token on the little map real quick. You see Walt Ashhat Fisk having, two lit cigars and resting like precariously on the edge of one of like the horns on his helmet and everything. Uh, he walks up and he asks you to come walk with him real quick because he needs some help lifting something.
He slowly looks up and then he quietly sighs to himself and stands up and just follows him quietly.
He kind of just takes you over. It's like towards the edge of the camp and everything. The rest of the party, you guys would have walked up like after this conversation, that sort of thing. But he kind of just has you like doing like. It doesn't really seem like he had a task in mind. Like when you're trying to find an excuse to talk to somebody, but you don't want to say that you want to talk to them. So it's like just trying to fill up a reason. But eventually, he kind of just speaks up after just like moving certain boxes onto like a cart or something like that, and he's just like other dwarves always ask me why I stay at human towns. You know why I like humans? Because you guys fuck up a lot. And I mean a lot. This is coming from a guy who's been fucking up twice as long as you've been able to walk. Mornak was a human, wasn't he?
He's saying this to me.
Yeah.
He nods.
Damn shame, but reality is you fuckers just won't quit. You live short and you die faster, but the point I'm making is you worship Saint Arachnis, right?
He nods again.
Wasn't she a human before she became a god? You think she didn't fuck up when she was flesh and blood? Because if not, she wasn't human.
He stares at like the box that he just stacked onto another one. And he just like, I don't know, he like leans up against it. And he just kind of like nods. He hasn't, I want to say like he hasn't spoken a word since that whole thing happened. Like he's just kind of keeping to himself. Like not even Wilbur can get a word out of him.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he kind of he's like dude's over like 250 something years old, so he gets it. He kind of just continues and is just like, look, I'm just trying to say, it's like what Brother Edrin said that you told him personally. Would you say hatred and anger will kill a man quicker than a dagger to his gut? But you know what? Guilt does that too. Anyways, fuck it. I'm done with all this sappy shit. I'm gonna handle my issues my own way. As he sloshes a mug of ale in his hand, and he's like, I put some glowing mushrooms I found in this, and let me say, this'll make you see God. Not to be sacrilegious. And he gives you like a hard pat on the back that kind of hurts, and he walks off. And I think at this point the party walks up, and he kind of just he's taking a sip of this like glowing ale in his mug, and he kind of motions with his thumb behind him towards Brother Anton.
Turn my camera on for this just so I can properly convey like his like facial expressions. Just he didn't give me that mug, did he?
I mean, he would have held it out to you if you wanted it, but he didn't. He would have been like
he's a man of God.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Drink.
He would have been surprised if you did, but yeah, he would have just said that and kind of let you sit with what he said and walk off.
Yeah, no, he just I guess as he sees the party approaching, his hair's down over his face, and he kind of just looks up at everybody approaching and then he just starts walking away back towards the fire that he was at.
Chronicler bolts forward and just tackle hugs you.
He just like lets out a
Anton! Go on for only a bit when all this happens. We're here for you, brother.
I would say like I don't even know if you guys would have known what happened unless somebody else told you what
Yeah,
happened.
they talked
Like
about it
you
last.
just
We did.
okay.
Yeah, they talked about it
Okay.
last session.
Yeah, he just I don't know. He is like so distraught as a character right now. It's like he just like pats you and then he kind of pushes you off. And then he just stares at the ground. He can't even bear to make eye contact with anyone.
If it
He
helps at
just
all, Captain, since you are the leader of this caravan, um, let's try to get these people to a safe spot and leave our mourning for later. You're a soldier. You've seen many a hard time. You've seen many a bad thing. I think you could put that aside for now. I believe in you.
I do too.
well, I'm glad somebody does. And he just kind of he just looks like a sad version of himself. Like he's not wearing his armor. He doesn't have his spear anymore. He has a crossbow, but like he doesn't even really use it. It's like gathering dust. And like he kind of just looks around and he's trying to just assess the situation, I suppose. And I guess my question as a player would be, what are we doing here?
Well,
Like, where are we supposed to be going?
above table thing, you guys would have to be going back to the forest is like the first point on the point crawl, that sort of thing. I'm not exactly going to switch to the point crawl map yet. Just I'll probably explain it after the session, but I have everything kind of like mapped out and all that sort of stuff.
You don't
but-
waste too much time messing around.
Yeah, that, and then I don't want to extend it for like 5 more sessions, that sort of thing.
I think currently you kind of like where we're located is we've kind of like made camp at the edge of the at this point probably haunted forest because we pissed off the spirit who runs the place. But we're kind of out in this like field of like silvery grass, if I remember correctly, Jonathan.
Yeah, you're like at the part where like the field of like chrome colored grass kind of ascends into that misty forest that you guys just came from. So that is like the area you guys would have to go through eventually. You're at the beginning of like your day in terms of like point crawl type of terminology, that sort of thing.
Oh, okay, so we are still traveling right now. We're not like making camp or something.
Oh no, yeah, you're still traveling. This is like the morning
Okay.
of, that sort of thing. It's just that the scouting sort of like formation is a little bit different. People are a little bit tighter, so it's like instead of it being like you guys are out, I'm trying to figure out the best way to describe it. The way that the scouting formation was before was that the scout teams would kind of be out for most of the day, separate, like far away from the main caravan, just to scout ahead from where the caravan's like mainly heading. And then you're coordinating with each squad, like you're reporting to each other, like, once every hour and a half. And then once you've made your rounds, then you come back to the camp and, report your findings and then decide your path from there, that sort of thing.
Copy that.
So it's whenever you guys want to head out to the forest.
Well, let's get on with it, unless someone disagrees.
Let's do it.
He just
Pizza.
he says, yes, pack up the carriages, let's move then. And then he walks back to his belongings and he ponders over his armor and his crossbow for a moment, and instead of gearing up, he grabs his holy symbol.
Hold up, let me turn this down just a little bit.
Wow, thanks for ruining my moment. No,
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just kidding. He grabs his holy symbol, and then he just puts his boots on, and then he just kind of starts helping load up everything.
Quick question for either Anthony or Jonathan. What happened to your spear?
Whenever I stabbed the person on the carriage, I in shock, he threw the spear on the ground inside that middle carriage and then Flinderkin pulled me out of that carriage into another one, and then that one kind of like went back into the knolls. So my spear was in that one when it went back into the knolls, so I lost it.
Yeah,
Crap! I was hoping that I could like find it, and end up giving it back to you. But
Nah, it's gone. And it sucks because that's like a huge part.
yeah,
of
that
this
was like
character.
that's why I'm saying I fully understand why he's like distraught because it's just the combination of things fucking sucks. He still
Yeah.
has a longsword that he got from Relthar,
I
so he
think
does have a weapon. But
I think Relthar has that though.
Mm-mm.
Even if he had access to it, he wouldn't use it.
Well, no.
He does.
This is why like I sent it maybe a week or two ago, or maybe I think it was probably like 2.5 weeks. But there was some stuff after you guys fought the Beast Boys. There was some exchanging of like loot going around and everything. Relthar had gotten one of the finely crafted dwarven longswords, like the one that crits on a 19 or 20, and he gave you his longsword that he had.
Yeah, I don't know if he would. He still wouldn't use it, to be honest.
I was just letting you know you had a weapon, all that sort of stuff.
Maybe he has it, but it's like tucked away underneath a bunch of stuff. Like he's just not. His holy symbol is his weapon for right now. I'll say.
Alright,
on the
so-
sly, Findle is gonna try to look for a replacement spear, and I've got some magical shenanigans that I want to try to do to it. So,
Nice.
we'll get back to that later.
Alright, if Flinderkin sees Anton not donning his armor or, carrying any weapons, he will personally go to his belongings, grab the armor, and, push it into Anton's chest forcefully. You put this on. I don't care about you wanting to die. But if you are the person that lets other people die because you don't take the precautions, I will let you bleed out and everyone else.
He just stares at you for a moment, and then he says, I'll equip my belongings when I feel the need to. Thank you very much. And then he places it aggressively back in the carriage, and then he gets back to doing whatever he was doing.
I think the noise before we head off to the forest, I think the noise of you placing down your stuff loudly wakes your squire. Wilbur immediately kind of pops up. He has dirt caked into half of his his hair and his face and everything from when he was laying down. He's like, Brother Anton's awake. He runs over and he's like, are we getting ready to go now?
Yes, boy, we are. Help the men pack up the carriages, put out the fires. We have to make haste.
He sees you're a little bit sad, but you see he looks excited about something. He's like, well, while you guys were handling everything, he reaches into his pocket and he takes out, it's a very badly done, or a very badly carved, wooden sort of effigy of Saint Tyragnis. The wings are super lopsided, that sort of thing, and the hair melds with the back in a way that doesn't look good. It's the equivalent of a kid drawing, but he did it with carving it with a knife. Well, I made this because I thought you might be able to use it for your holy symbol and stuff, and might make your spells stronger and everything.
He says, "Thank you, son. It will come in handy." And he takes it and I'll say his shield is laying flat, and he places it on the shield. I imagine the holy symbol that I have for Saint Tyragnis is it's the woman in the middle of a golden band wrapped around it. So I hold the womanly figure, but then there's a golden circle that goes around that, a cross guard for a sword. That's what I'm imagining. I'm trying to fix my camera because it's so dark, but I don't know why it's not opening on here, so it just keeps getting worse progressively, and it's out of focus, which is annoying.
Yeah, you're all good. Wilbur looks super excited. He looks super proud of himself as you seem like you're I mean, he obviously can still tell you're sad, but he's happy that you appreciate the figure and stuff, and he'll run off and kind of help set up everything.
I think Chronicler at this point would kind of lean back after watching this to where he can peer around one of the tents, or not one of the tents, the caravans, and he's gonna just signal for the green guard drake to come over. And he's going to point to Wilbur and just request that the guard drake takes, it watches over him. If anything should happen, he wants him to essentially grab him and get him out of there. I don't know if he can convey that or not, but
no, he can understand common.
Yeah.
He kind of sits down. He's almost like a cat, so it looks like he doesn't like being around you, but obviously he's like trailing you around all over the place and stuff. So he just blinks at you in response. Fair. You see, he
haven't seen Mulia for a while. Oh,
sorry, go ahead.
I haven't seen Mulia for a while because she's been up in a tree, just kind of mulling over things. She had no idea what was happening down there. Mm-hmm. Since the chain of annihilation has been telling her that Ella's around, she's been kind of in a weird space, Mm-hmm. So she's been like away from you, but on watch, on guard, hanging out on a tree or, off in the perimeter somewhere.
Your razor chain definitely would be, with you guys talking about potentially fighting that entity and everything. He's like, yes, the time for bloodshed is near. Just like maniacal laughing in your head. But I think he does tell you that he smells like the foul taint of Madeira within about like a day and a half or like 2 days travel. He just said it stinks. And like kind of like ushers you towards like the direction of like northeast where you guys were heading.
When she's walking with the group later on, she just mentions it in passing to everyone, and she's she tries to avoid listening to him too much, the razor chain, so she doesn't act like with much urgency about it.
The foul taint of that fool. We shall find that temple and raze it to the ground. But yeah, that's like his whole vibe right now. Let me see here. Okay. I'm trying to make sure I have everything set up. So I added I'll try not to like take too much time explaining, but I added a new little feature to like the travel overall system that I made, or that's currently in development. So there's a certain number of traits based on the current like weather step. Mm-hmm. And it varies in number, like that increases as the weather gets worse, but it essentially adds like a certain trait to the environment for that day. I only say this just for like transparency's sake. So the forest itself is going to be 4 points worth of travel. You can travel 2 points in a day if you push it. Well, I guess that's not technically true because one of the features is your maximum point crawl movement is reduced by 1 point. So you guys have 1 point a day while traveling in the forest, and I'll explain why in a little bit. But also you guys add 1d4 temporary HP to your characters, which I will also explain in a second. I'm just getting the mechanical. 1d4.
1d4.
All right.
Let's roll for it.
Yeah, roll your 1d4s.
Of course, the guy who wants to die gets the most health. No.
Oh yeah, that I almost forgot to mention to you, brother Anton. Before Ashat Fisk would have walked away, he would have told you that if you really are gung ho about wanting to do penance, that sort of thing, Brother Adrian mentioned to him that they have penance rituals at the Temple of Madeira. However, he warns that the result, should you be found unworthy, would be lethal, but he kind of would have grumbled that you seem like he would be into that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he takes that information in, but he feels like he needs to find himself through his own means.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Fix my camera, by the way.
Well, you guys are greeted once again by the representation of the shattered realm. A beautiful and threatening expanse of tall, gnarled trees stands before you. Purple mist hangs in the air as it glitters like starlight, and you all hear the sound of infantile crying deep in the forest. To explain with like the certain effects, hold up. As you enter past the edge of the forest, you see thorn brambles intertwined throughout the forest, and an explanation for what the features were. I modified the reasoning for them, but it was headwind and beautiful mist. So beautiful mist gives each crawler 1d4 temporary HP, and headwind reduces your maximum point crawl movement for that day by 1. But the reasoning for that is you see, like I said, just these thick brambles dotted throughout and everything. So it's definitely going to slow down your caravan. But the four-armed Fae is a trifold entity. So there's that celestial sort of like radiance. Like there's like the glittering motes of like starlight in this mist are genuinely beautiful. And it feels like they carry some hints of like celestial magic that you guys can see kind of coalescing around you. That's what gives you the healing effect. Hold on, let me add your temp HP because I'm going to forget.
So are we trying to hunt down and kill this monster? Or are we trying to just ignore it and keep pushing?
I think we're booking it through this place.
Yeah, I think if we can get away with it, we'll ignore it, but I have a feeling it's going to show back up.
Who knows?
Interesting.
How'd you guys all get a 2 for your temp HP? That's funny.
Except for Anthony.
2.
The dice gods.
He
Who
needs it
claimed it?
though.
I wonder what the odds of that are.
That honestly, I mean, it makes sense though, because I don't know if Brother Anton has any sort of reaction to the celestial like energies coalescing around him, but
He's probably just kind of like looking at the glow that's like surrounding him.
mhm.
I have to say, this is the best I've felt since we entered this place.
So, in order to get to your first point inside this forest, I'm going to need a DC 12 strength check from everyone, and one of you can choose to roll a D20 with advantage for the caravan members assisting you. It's best. You need 3 successes since that's like 5 participants, I think. Well, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll be
Wow.
6.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's one. His grief is making him swole.
Wow.
Whoa.
Holy crap.
Lord.
I'm the only one who didn't make it
We
so
should
far.
go do scratch off tickets later.
One
you know-
second, look for character sheet.
You don't really need to roll a D20 at this point because you already got 3 successes, especially with 2
Okay,
nat
cool.
20s.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'm not going to touch it.
What are we pushing the carts?
Yeah, so essentially the way this works is that once you guys see this like thick wall of brambles essentially throughout the place, everybody, even like the citizens at one point, has to start assisting you. And like to explain, these brambles like start growing back seconds after you cut them. So you or someone else kind of have to treat it like a hydra, where you like burn the ends of it after you cut it. Those of you that aren't too strong or too brawny yourselves, you could either assign yourself to like holding the torch for the people that are doing the cutting and then burning the ends once they cut it. But it has to be like instant, that sort of thing. So it's a coordinated effort among everybody.
Every once in a while, I'll cast Oxidize.
Mhm.
So
Cool spell.
basically aging the vines and brambles and things that are getting in our way to the point where like I would envision it being like brittle
Mhm.
to where it's easy to knock through.
That's cool.
That does remind me something real quick. This is both a good and bad thing with being in the Feywild. Okay, so I'll write this down real quick just because I will forget. Hold up.
I definitely see myself hacking through the foliage. He's probably got like a woodcutter's axe or something, and he's just like no shirt on, just his pants and his boots, and he's just channeling the inner self-pity into just pure rage, swinging and hacking through stuff because I rolled a nat 20. So
all right, there we go. For our spellcasters specifically, this isn't even like you don't need to cast detect magic, Findle. You can sense just the latent magic in the area, as like magic is like air to the Fey, especially in the Feywild. So I thought it would be a fun feature that I roll 1d4 at the beginning of each day, and that it makes it so on a 3. You crit fail on a spellcasting check on a 1 through 3, but you crit succeed on a 17 through 20. So the magic is like more potent in this area.
Okay. Cool.
That's just something I wanted to keep in mind. I have it written down, but I just wanted to make sure to say it.
Sounds
sorry,
good. So
that
1 through 3
again.
crit fail, 17 through 20 crit success.
Yeah.
Copy that.
Like whatever I roll in the d4 both increases the possibility or the number possibility of what you could like crit fail on a spellcasting check, but it also lowers your the number needed for a critical success.
Yeah, some good old wild magic. She is.
Indeed. But yeah, so you guys kind of crush this like sort of area. You're just hacking away and like my computer was tripping.
Sounds like a high variance die. You heard of those?
No, I haven't heard of them, but while you guys are cutting, iridescent beetles like the size of your fist are crawling along your arms, and there's like thick webs clinging to your faces and your gear. But you notice that animals, like regular material plane animals, are like stepping through this place effortlessly. Like you see deer stepping between branches that move aside for them and then move back in their position afterwards. Foxes are like slipping through gaps that close behind them, and birds are landing on branches that hold in place.
Because we're in the other dimension.
It seems like this four-armed entity has some like a soft spot for animals, that sort of thing. Is their travel is not impeded at all.
Interesting.
As your arms are just dead tired, continuously cutting, they feel like stones, but you finally notice you're getting to a cleared up patch, and you chop away the last sections of wood and see a clearing covered in dreary gray grass. There's 2 ruined stone buildings that Captain Knuckle recognizes on the map, so he informs you guys that he thinks it would be smart to send out the scout teams to survey the area since you have some ground to cover.
Okay, that's not just me. Oh, there he is.
Oh, you might have crashed there for a second.
What?
We heard survey teams, and then everything else stopped.
Oh yeah, it just says my connection was unstable. I don't know what happened.
I thought my computer crashed.
Ditto.
Yeah, I thought it was me too.
Yeah, you're all good. My bad. What did I say?
You
said
think it would be smart to send out the survey teams?
Yeah,
and then
that's
everything
all.
stuff.
That's all I ended it off with. Yeah, he said it would be smart to send out the scout teams to survey the area now.
Sounds good.
Cool. Bindle hops on his horse.
Yep.
Would you guys have been talking about anything? Because it was like literally maybe like 2 hours straight of just cutting and then burning, thorn brambles, that sort of thing.
I think Brother Anton is just using that time to blow off steam with his woodcutter axe that he's been hacking through stuff with, and he's because I imagine because I rolled a nat 20, I start getting like really far ahead, and everybody has to sort of keep up with me with their torches.
Yeah, Flinderkin just turns into a weed whacker with his arms, basically.
Yeah, you got a nat 20, so I think people are honestly both horrified and also appreciative of like your, abilities to extend your bodies, like chop things and all that sort of stuff.
Best to focus at the task at hand. No time for dilly-dally.
Elwyn is allergic to manual labor, so he finds a place where he can hide a little bit, just kind of out of sight, out of mind sort of deal. And then he is just very much impressed by Flindrican, and will start doing some sketches and taking notes in his book, and puts a little reminder that he needs to talk with him more later. Learn about his kind.
Nice.
Wooly is thankful that no one's talking because she doesn't feel like talking to anyone, and so she sticks really close to Brother Anton. And the way she does it is just by following the path he's cleaving out, and she just snips the areas around her with her razor chain.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess if we're being sent out, he gets on his horse with his holy symbol and the clothes on his back.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all he has.
Based.
He leaves everything else in his cart. I'm gonna purposefully make my character have a huge penalty to everything.
Oh, I'm down with that. Yeah.
He's inting.
Would Bindle have time to do something quick with acquiring that spear for Anton?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of like wood around too.
So I'm gonna try to grab a spear if there's like an extra, or like if a guard has one but he has a long sword as like a backup, pay whatever I need to kind of acquire one. And then kind of what I'm hoping to do is to take the, like, I kind of imagine like an oak, a heavy wood, something along those lines, a hardwood shaft, and cast oxidize on it to make it like extra strong.
Mm-hmm.
Because the older things like oak and hardwoods get, the stronger usually they get. And then kind of carve, or do the best way that I can carve the symbol of Saint Taragnus into it.
If you want, Flindrican would be willing to forsake his temporary HP to basically sprout a barb as like a spear point, and just cut it off and hand it to you.
Like, just like one giant piece of sharpened wood?
No, like, basically he would like extend the tendril and like cut off the base. So you
like a
have
bone,
like
a bone tip or something like that?
Kind of, I guess. It's a pseudopod. That's like his natural weapon he would technically have. He can like
be like as hard as a spearhead, basically.
Yeah.
I appreciate the gesture, but I'm pretty sure Anton will be more disgusted than actually want. Like, I love the idea, like as like a player, that's fucking dope as shit, but
some people nearby.
I'm trying to go for something more traditional and old school, because Brother Anton, much like Findle, we're old men. We're
the ripe
very
old age
in our
of
ways.
30. No.
I just wanted to do a Groot type thing.
Also,
38!
Well, we're in medieval
citizens.
times, so 30's like ancient.
He made it to 30. Holy
like,
shit!
Yeah, he's probably like 40 or 50, late 40s, I would say. Early
I
50s.
think other citizens nearby, as you do this, kind of vomit or try not to, when just the sound of, I'm just imagining these like soft like popping sounds as he like morphs his body with like his weirdling abilities and all that sort of stuff.
Celery cracking, crunching noises.
Basically, yeah.
All the Mortal Kombat sound effects.
Yeah.
Yeah, only Wilbur thinks it's cool. So yeah, I think he would be the one that was like, he's like going back and forth between you and Brother Anton to help you guys like burn the ends when you chop. But
is Wilbur armed?
He has a spear that Brother Anton gave him, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, all right.
I don't
Good
know.
for him.
Oh no, I did build him one.
You gave it to him before the Knoll fight, which is
I taught him how to make one finally.
But before we continue to the next area, after you get through this point, because that was your first point, which I will ask a thing in a second. Flinderkin, while you were chopping, kind of like in a lull of the action, so to speak, you see. I think she probably would have introduced herself if you guys hadn't met, but even if not, she would have introduced herself now. She's this average height woman that is like covered head to toe in like thick clothes, and she has like an oversized knight's helmet on her face that she's constantly adjusting. But she kind of walks up and is like, because she sees all the the thick cloaks that you have over you. She says, here, this is these are some herbs for the infections and all that sort of stuff. And she hands you a thing of it's this ointment filled with that you can tell has like these herbs. I think it would be a pretty popular one because there's not really that much in the way of like modern medicine, that sort of thing. So it would be pretty well known when there are things that actually can help cure diseases. This is an herbal ointment that is made from herbs that cure skin infections, particularly really bad ones like leprosy or something.
All right, she thinks Flinderkin's got leprosy or something.
Yeah, it's not from her voice doesn't have pity or something like that. It seems like she's
She genuinely wants to help him.
That, and then you can also tell there's a tinge of she thinks that she recognizes she's talking to you in a more familiar sort of way. You can tell that she thinks that she's talking to somebody that understands a struggle that she has or something. That's the best way to explain it.
I don't know what you're giving me this for. I'll take it anyways.
Yeah, it should be enough to cover all the essential areas and stuff. I'd recommend the arms first. It just let it dry longer and stuff. But, anyways, bye. And she walks off.
You know what? While he hands her all that stuff, I guess she's gonna stand still for a moment, right?
Yeah.
He's kinda gonna move very close to her with his face. And he's gonna pop an eye out and make it go into her helmet, kind of like an eye stalk, and see what's underneath.
Yeah, I mean, I think she probably... I don't know if you would get that close, man, to be quite honest. I think that she probably would start backing up as soon as you... Especially when you pop out your fucking eye. She lets out a yelp, that sort of thing, and she falls and trips over a bramble and
it's not an eye that is recognizable as an eye. It's just a black...
I mean, either way, that still would scare her. But I do think that when she stumbles back, her one of her sleeves rips on one of the thorn brambles, and you can see horrid looking skin underneath the sleeve, and she immediately covers it up, and she kind of stands up quickly, and you can tell that she's pissed.
All right, then he will hand the ointment back to her. First of all, because he doesn't have any inventory space, and secondly, you'll need this more than me. I don't know what you think I am.
Yeah, she kind of just grabs it, kind of snatches a little bit, and she's like, clearly I thought wrong. And she kind of turns around and walks off.
Do the rest of us see this? Do the rest of us see the skin?
You definitely would have... That's up to you on how good you think your character's perception is, but you definitely would have looked over when you heard Heidi yelp, that sort of thing. Or you definitely would have been that would have got your attention.
Is the skin a scar tissue, or is it that there's a creature that's under there?
No, it's infected.
Oh, gotcha.
Can I do one thing before we move on? I won't try to take too long, but I think at some point, Colwyn would kind of fall back a little bit and try to get in contact with Captain Knuckles. And he's just gonna ask him, listen, Captain, we are in a strange place, obviously, as you can tell, but I'm worried that
I'm worried about Anton right now. Not just for his own mind and where it's at, but the effect it could have on us as we travel. As we've become aware, this place is susceptible to the subconscious, the emotions, and it could get very difficult if with him leading the charge here. There's no easy way to say this, but do you know the name of the man he killed?
He was one of the Bloomberg citizens, so I don't think that he would.
Okay. I didn't realize
he
that.
he says you could get in contact with somebody that may have known him for sure.
There was another person in the cart that survived. There were 2 people in there, I think, and I killed one of them, and then the other one went to the other carriage with us when we got pulled out of there.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah, there would be another person there.
Would you be able to direct me to that person?
Yeah, of course. He probably would have asked Brother Edrin, as Captain Knuckle generally, even without his reputation now being exposed to the rest of the caravan, being a former Korath Scourge, he still is like a very intimidating looking half-orc. Most people are very uncomfortable around half-orcs in general. But yeah, Brother Edrin would like bring you the person, and they kind of like sheepishly walk up to you.
Hello, my name is Calvin. I am a chronicler, and it's good to meet you. I was wondering, could you were you familiar with the man that was in the cart with you while we were pursued?
Yes. Yes, that was Beckett. He was one of the Masons.
Masons. I see. Were you close with him?
Not particularly. He was. I feel bad speaking ill of the dead, but he was a little bit of a piece of work.
I understand. Did he have any family? Anybody close?
His apprentice I know is I'm pretty sure I saw him get in one of the carts. It's been hard to coordinate, just being here and all that. But Nixon was his apprentice.
Thank you. I suppose that is all I need. I'm sorry to waste your time. Yes. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you. We all do.
Thank you. We'll do our best. Stay positive. We need it right now.
And he'll kind of look around at the woods. He'll fall back up into the front.
All right. Well, this does bring up. I wasn't in the words. Generally, the way that I have travel working in the Feywild, just to like refresh you, I roll a d20 when you're going to a new point. I'm not going to do it only because for this one, just because you do only have a base of 1 point, so you really can't go lower than what you are currently. But essentially, the base DC is 13. If you guys want to roll the d20, you could obviously. But if you roll into the DC, you lose a point of travel in the point roll that day due to like Feywild shifting. But the DC increases by the difference in the number of like mood point. I'll probably explain that when it happens. But essentially, are you guys trying to push today?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I think pushing. We're trying to get the hell out of the forest. So at least story-wise, we'd be working as hard as we can to get out of it.
All right. So the first push is you're going to have to make a Constitution check. It starts at DC 12. If you fail, that's you still do the travel, but you gain the exhausted condition, which is basically just a -1 penalty to D20 rolls until like the next day.
Fun.
And that's like a cumulative thing. So you could push it up to 4 times. However, the DC won't increase by 3 each time. And then, if you fail, then you could be fully exhausted.
What the fuck is going on?
We're tired.
My character's sleep deprived and he's still beat you guys.
Very tired.
How do you get a
Mulia's following.
-2?
Mulia's following behind Brother Anton, and she still loses.
Yeah. He's just hell-bent on a mission to get these
I think he's the
people
one
out.
pushing.
Yeah.
Let me write
Sorry.
down
What do I need to roll?
a Constitution check, DC 12.
Gotcha.
Let me see, Findle.
There we go. Good one.
Mulia got a. Mulia, Findle, and Flangerkin. What did you get, Caleb?
I'm not sure. That button wasn't working. 16.
Alright, yeah, you pass.
We
So
makes
I think-
sense.
I think the only ones who failed are Flangerkin, Mulia, and Findle. Alright. So yeah, you guys are just traveling through. I mean, I think it honestly makes sense considering that, like, how much you had to, like, chop through brambles for, like, 2 hours straight, that sort of thing.
Mhm.
So you are a little bit tired, but you do get to the next point. So this is one of those situations where I was talking about where I couldn't really find a map for this specific area, but you'll see why.
And this is we're at this place now. Was it a ruin that we were trying to get to?
Yeah, you're trying to get to the Temple of Madeira. Mulia
Yeah, but
would've-
wasn't there was a place that we were told to go scout at, right?
Oh no, I probably was like speaking out of turn. Captain Knuckle would have had because the rest of the citizens definitely need a break. So he was saying that we'll like settle in at like these ruins right here because I recognize these ruins. So it's like it's good news for you because it means that you can follow along like a material plane path.
Oh, okay. I see.
So yeah, he was like, all right, if this is a place we know is like safe or like bound to material plane rules, we have enough leeway to send some scouting parties ahead. So they're resting back there while you guys go ahead. Let me change the music real quick.
Yeah, my bad. I thought we were with the caravan as well.
Same.
You guys are the scout team. Like they send the most capable crawlers / guards ahead in order to like. It's a lot worse if an army of like enemies shows up right in front of the caravan versus the scout team running into it. You guys have the chance to either kill it or run away and then head back to the caravan to like say, yeah, we're not going that direction, that sort of thing. But let me hold up. You're only slightly ahead of the caravan, is what I mean to say.
Mm-hmm.
But Fendel, I won't make you make a check here. As you guys,
All right, then I refuse.
I refuse to not make a check. But yeah, you guys are heading forwards in your direction, and eventually you see the trees ahead twist like they were grown writhing in pain. Their trunks are blackened and bent at angles that wood should never hold, and they shed this fine ash whenever the wind washes over them. They have these long leaves that hang from the branches in the shape of tears, and thick black sap drips steadily from the bark, pooling onto the ground in a slow ankle-deep stream of darkness that covers the ground. Findle, you know that this is a legendary tree among druids. Many of them consider them to be like a planar blessing, but they're called oracle root trees. Is that too loud?
Nope.
No, it's
totally
fine.
Okay, cool,
on
cool.
my end.
I always want to make sure before I keep going. But yeah, oracle root trees are a legendary tree among druids. They're like highly like sought after or seen as like a blessing from the wilds. But essentially, they're magically infused trees that change their qualities and appearance based on the alignment of nearby powerful locations or entities. So these ones are warped by a chaotic presence or a chaotic residual presence nearby, as they're just that causes them to become blackened and like crooked, that sort of thing. But you know that they drip a sap that causes like the area nearby around the sap to become dark. So literally, as it like the sap pools on the ground, it's a river of darkness. And if you
Is
guys
the
want to-
sap dangerous in any way?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, you could lather it onto. So I'll probably say anybody who picks some up, you can get like 1d4 batches of it. Three batches takes up one slot, but essentially what it does is when you rub it over something or a person, it makes essentially they exude an aura of darkness for 1d4 rounds.
Ooh.
So like if you lathered it over somebody, they would literally it would just be like a moving black hole, so to speak, where it's like
They would like turn into a shadow, essentially.
they look like
Okay.
a shadow person walking around.
How much is it we can pick up of that stuff?
1d4. If you want to get some additional ones, then I'll probably say that's like I'll probably say a DC 13 intelligence check, just to.
And how much does it weigh? That's more my question.
It's three for one slot.
All right.
3 batches.
All right.
This is definitely walking the shadows is definitely a Mulia thing, so she'll pick up some.
Yep. I basically
yeah.
tell everybody, I'll be damned, and then kind of explain basically what you explained.
Flynn will try to pick up more of it. He wants all of it.
Go ahead and make me a DC 12 intelligence check, my friend, and you can, or 13, I mean, and you can add 1d4 to it if you succeed.
Come on,
for
come
Findle?
on.
Anybody who wants to pick
That's
up some
success.
additional.
All right, cool. He is going to hand.
Whoa. 180.
It's like if you had lotion, but the lotion caused you to exude an aura of darkness when you lathered it over yourself, essentially.
Mm.
But yeah, you guys.
Hold on. I got 2 of those. Gee. Brother Anton doesn't have much in his hands, right?
No, I would assume if we're still chopping through stuff, he still has the woodcutter's axe, but
I mean more as an inventory space, because you're not wearing armor and all that, right?
no, I have like 3 spaces.
Alright, I'll hand you a torch.
He takes it.
Cool.
Doc, what should we label this as?
I'll probably just say oracle root sap. I don't know why I have a trouble pronouncing the word oracle.
I was putting
Bulwarks.
Sap of Darkness.
Sap of darkness, oracle
I
root
did the
sap,
same
whichever.
thing.
Yeah, sap of darkness sounds cooler, so I'm gonna say it's that.
Tap of darkness, alright.
Hello, Brother Darkness.
Dark.
My old friend.
You say
I was about
ask.
to say, yeah. But yeah, you guys continue ahead, and you see. Just as a side note, Flindrican, you have your magic item, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. You guys see a temple rise that stands. Where it's a temple rises in a collapsed crescent of black opal, just this ruined black opal temple. And black opal is like that gem. I don't know if you guys know. It's a dark gem, but it has like that multicolor sort of like sheen in it.
Yeah, like iridescent.
Yeah, like an iridescent sheen inside. Yeah, you see this black opal ruined temple. The surface seems to be like drinking light instead of reflecting it. Time has cracked the structure into long, jagged seams, but many of the fractures look recent. You see the pillars lean inward, tall and thin, and twisted like bent fingers around a throat, intentionally stylized that way. And carvings of old women with stretched smiles and blind eyes run up the lengths of them.
old women with blind eyes, like their eyes got like
They're like
stabbed
sewn,
out.
sewn shut.
So
on, like, the
okay,
image,
gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to pull out my wand. I'm not gonna use any of its abilities, but I'm just going to keep it out and try to listen and like get a sense of what it's feeling or if it's, exuding any emotion or whatever.
You feel a searing hatred coming from your wand right now.
Oh.
As like the eyeball at the end of the wand is like when you get like so frantic that you're just like looking around like rapid fire.
Yeah, yeah.
It's looking around at the ruins, like you just feel searing anger coming off of it.
Master Fendel, I have a very bad feeling about this place.
Oh, I could already tell as I cast Instill on my club. This, whatever this place is, I think, what is making the tree turning into its kind of more chaotic style, for lack of better words.
Yeah.
The reason it looks as it does is because of that temple, more than likely.
I concur.
Above the entrance, you guys can see the original crest has been mostly hacked apart, but what remains of it, you see like 4 hooked crescents spiraling around a hollow center, kind of like bent inward, like teeth closing around meat, that sort of thing. It is a symbol that is a clear mockery of the Four Lords, like the symbol of the Four Lords.
That's cool. I walk up behind Findle and Calwyn, and I have my holy symbol out just up against my chest, and I just start kind of whispering a prayer out loud to Saint Taragnus, and I'm going to attempt to bless each of them one at a time. I don't know how well this will go. I might fail the first one and not bless anybody, but I only have a +1 to this. That sucks. Miss Edwin already.
I guess who are you going to do first? Oh,
Nope.
well, there we go. Nope.
I
So,
lose plus.
as Brother Anton's kind of spell sputters, I kind of reach over. Since we're scouting, we're probably on like horses, would be my assumption.
Yeah, except for Mulia, because Mulia's curse makes it so mounts can't stand her.
So I pull the spear that I
She's
worked on
walking.
earlier. Oh yeah, Mulia can't. Yeah, she's gotta be on foot because of her weapon.
Mulia's Spider-Manning it through the woods.
Yeah, Mulia's like Spider-Manning it like a badass.
He is
But
climbing trees and doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I unwrap like some horse blanket and I pull out the spear and hand it over to Anton, saying like, I know it's not the same, but you're gonna need it. And
Never mind.
they need you, and we need you right now.
He just takes it and he looks at you and he thank you. And he I don't know, he grabs a sling or something out of the horse satchel and then he puts the spear on the sling. I'll say he grabbed his shield as well. He just didn't put his armor on. He's putting himself through his own form of penance, which is he's testing his faith in my mind. So he's using faith as his armor. So he has his shield, and now I guess, are we close enough to dismount and start walking towards this place?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
He looks to you all and he says, all right, well, on my rear then. And he dismounts and he starts walking ahead with his new spear and his shield.
Before you go too far, he's going. Chronicler will put a hand on your shoulder.
Anton, none of us have lost faith in you. We'll keep the faith too.
And he's going to try to inspire you.
boy. Oh god, the dice are telling the story.
That's
Brother
rough.
Anton's gonna die. It's a scripted event. It's coming up really soon.
Well,
Yeah.
Don't worry, where
Oh, wait,
he
no, I
fails,
succeed.
I will succeed, and I will cast
know.
it still on the spear.
Oh shit.
No!
Oh
Okay,
my
go.
god. Everything's going to shit. Okay.
y'all are messing up. But Flinderkin will not let Brother Anton go first.
He wants to go first.
Exactly.
He wants to he feels
Yeah.
like it's his duty.
And Flinderkin will not let him sabotage the party because he's so selfish that he wants to kill himself.
He doesn't want to kill himself. He just wants to. This is his way of paying penance. He's
Yeah.
testing his faith.
That's just how Flinderkin interprets it, though.
Right.
Flinderkin sees him as a what do you call it?
A martyr,
Not a nuisance.
Sell
What's
it.
the word?
a liability.
A liability. Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Finnegan feels Mulia's hand on his shoulder, and she just gives him a look that says, "Don't worry," and she starts following Brother Anton by, she's got an ability to sneak and hide, so she's following him at a close enough distance, but not just to make sure he doesn't,
Doesn't get his head chopped off by some horrible monster. Right, my AC currently is 11 with my shield. I'm just imagining this really cool image of us all walking with like the
Yeah.
cameras like kind of behind us, and like my character's in the middle, and then like we're kind of in like a chevron
Yeah.
formation as we're walking towards this place, which is cool.
That's very
Yeah.
cool.
You guys.
Flinderkin would like to take point and try to scout out anything before we run into anything stupid we don't like.
Mhm.
Because that's what
Immediately
he does.
destroying the Brother Anton's.
Yeah,
I think you
definitely.
see. I
It's
think
gonna
you do
slink in
see.
front of him.
If Burp could throw up, he would. You can tell he's like. He says he doesn't sense any like entities or like any yucky entities or anything, but this place just in general, it is weighing him down almost.
Does this place have any significance to Flinderkin, since he's like all,
Well, you know for
corrupted, touched like this?
sure. I'll probably say you feel that familiar tinge of like something corrupted Fey. It's not the same as like the trifold stuff that I've been describing before. What corrupted Flinderkin? Because that would depend upon my answer.
Well, Flinderkin is more like corrupted probably by Ramlat or something like that. Something in that direction. Or maybe something more eldritch.
You definitely feel strong abyssal energies, a mixture of strong abyssal energies and Fey energies, but the Fey part feels like foul itself. It's not all like monolithic, obviously, with like, the Fey and stuff. This feels like a more malicious Fey might have some sort of energy attachment to this place. But you're scouting ahead. You would be the first person to see that inside this temple, just going past this ruined door. With more of like the symbology of like old women with like these horrifying faces. Inside this temple, it reeks of wet stone and old blood and just rot. As you see, there are bodies everywhere. I'll kind of go down.
Bodies?
Well, there's 3 separate creature corpses, so to speak. So I'll go down the line. The first thing you see is dozens of dead. You can tell they're Fey, but you can see dozens of dead women lie scattered across this like opal floor. Their like ceremonial garments are shredded and like hanging strips, and they have like some of them have like leather armors and like spiked sort of armors and stuff. But they look almost elven, you could say, but they have like this predatory sort of like look to them. Like they're on each of their like brows, like the bone part of their eyebrows all jut out in various different shapes. Some of them are more like spiked sort of shapes. Some of them have like these like bone plates, but they all have like these bone protrusions on their like their brows, and they have these feline eyes. but you can see some of them have like a little bit faint hyena-like traits.
All right.
Like necklaces of teeth, finger bones, all that sort of stuff. But you can see their limbs have been like torn free at the sockets, so like they're just like ruined corpses. But the the other set of corpses that you see, I just want to go on the line and just then you guys can like organize everything. But yeah, there's the strange Fey women, and then you see corpses of gnolls also like ravaged and scattered along this temple. Both the bodies of the Fey women and the gnolls have canine bite marks on them. And for our other crawlers, aside from Flinderkin, you recognize the bite marks are canine because they're the same shape as like the ones that the satyr corpses and the goat giant corpse had on it. The last set of corpses you see in this area, you can tell it was the site of a battle. That's why I'm describing so many corpses. But you see dozens of wolf skeletons scattered all over the place. And they're covered in this black sludge.
Regular size wolves?
Yeah, regular size wolf skeletons. But it's like it's a shit ton of them. They outnumber the Fey women and gnolls for sure.
Since they're partially also like ripped apart and stuff, Flinderkin would like casually walk by one of those corpses, like look at one of the least rotten ones, and just casually like pick up one of the limbs and stick it under his cloak for unknown purposes to the rest of the party.
As you get closer and pick it up, you see various on that body specifically, but also multiple other bodies around. You and the others would notice as you get closer brands or necklaces or accessories with the symbol of Yinagu, the demon lord of gnolls.
All right.
The beast of butchery, to be specific.
It's fine to Flinderkin. Nothing's wrong here.
Do the rest of us see this?
Yeah, you would be walking in behind.
At this point?
Yeah.
Vindal's kind of eyes shine for a minute as he casts Detect Magic. And he is going to try to focus it to discern if there's any sort of serious, like, magic that we need to watch out for. Obviously, this place has, like, some, like, ritual meaning, but, anything that may be, like, either a trap or, like, the source, if that makes sense. And, yes, the second focus works.
Well, first things first with the Detect Magic. Sorry, I had to cough. You detect on the wolf skeletons. Being that you've already like investigated this before, I just want to give you a clarity on it.
Oh yeah, it looks familiar for sure.
The wolf skeletons specifically give you the strongest ping. The black sludge that's on the various amounts of wolf skeletons has that same ordered necromancy, where it's just like strangely scientifically ordered. What did you get?
Trifold, correct?
Not trifold. No, the trifold was the blood from the goat giant.
Oh, okay. So this is a different black sludge.
Yeah, the black sludge. You would remember Relthar would have told you, because I know he told me that he mentioned it to the party and stuff. Relthar had a dream where Shun said that she hated somebody that was represented by a figurine, a humanoid figurine, where half of the face was melting in the black sludge and the other half was a wolf.
Okay.
And
we're guessing that it is Yunagu, the kobold's demon god, more or less.
No, actually, that's the thing that is kind of...
that would be the Gnoll demon god.
Yeah, it makes sense why you would assume that, but upon you investigating it further, and also just to make sure I'm like clearing stuff up,
actually,
it seems like the necromantic sludge is what's animating these wolves, like the same ones that you saw outside of Bloomberg, and the same ones here. That's what's animating the Yinagu stuff is the dead Fey women, and then like the dead gnolls. But it seems like the wolves were fighting the Fey women and the gnolls. Like it was like those were the two sides essentially. Was shit tons of wolf skeletons, and then the Fey women, and then the gnolls defending.
Now that we're here, me being a
And that's-
priest. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say that's the first part of the detect magic, but we can get to the second part after Anton's.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, me being a priest, a man of God, if you will, am I able to make some sort of check to try to ascertain where this sludge's origins are from, or is this so like esoteric that my character would have no idea?
No, you can try to determine. I'll probably say this is an intelligence check.
Oh, beautiful.
Either intelligence or
I'm
wisdom. If you're
terrible
using
at
your
these.
if you're using a priestly intuition, then I would probably say wisdom.
Moderately okay at wisdom. I failed. I have no idea.
You gotta roll above a 10, brah.
Yeah.
I think the
I was,
combinations
but now the
of-
math is coming back around.
The combination of this being a dark, like demonic ritual site to a literal demon lord, along with like just strong necromantic energies.
It's giving me hag vibes with all the women on the outside.
I think upon entering into this place, Colwyn, ever the optimist, but upon entering the destruction and all of this stuff, his legs would falter and buckle, and he would just drop to his knees in a fit of despair, and just can't believe his eyes. Like, and he would just say something, half muttering it, like, "All this way. What are we going to do? Dragon." And he feels so defeated right now, seeing this place that he thought was going to be, intact at the very least, and like a place of refuge and whatnot.
Oh, this is not the Temple of Madeira, by the way. I just want to be
Oh.
clear. This is not the Temple of Madeira. No,
Yeah, we're a ways
that
away.
would've
This
been
is
cool
a
if it
random other
was.
temple.
No, I'm
you're
just
about a
kidding.
day. You're about a day and a half away from.
Is there any other like
Oh, guys, I
rooms
take all that
or
back.
pathways in here, or is it just this opening room and then that's it?
It's the opening room, and then it goes deeper. It's not like a full cathedral size temple, but
Does it look
is
like a dungeon in game terms?
not a dungeon.
Yes.
No. There's only like
Damn!
one.
Give
there's
us a
only a little bit
dungeon,
more.
dungeon
Damn
master!
You gotta get to the temple.
Dungeons.
You gotta get to the temple. I'm trying to get you.
What
We're
is
doing
this?
all this talking. Let us kill something, please.
No dungeons and no dragons. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
there's-
I didn't say it was.
talking and
I didn't say it
no
was safe. I
dragons.
just said it wasn't a dungeon.
I will, Brother Anton will see that his friend is in despair, and feeling that only he may feel despair, he walks over to you and he like sticks his arm up into under your armpit and like your shoulder, and he like pulls you up to your feet, and he says, oh wait, you didn't do that, never mind.
No,
You said-
sorry.
Yeah, no, never mind.
I apologize. I thought we were at the temple. So
No, that's all good. I guess instead of doing that, I will start taking gingerly, or coy, I think coy is the correct term. I'm going to take coy steps towards the middle of the room, looking around at all the bodies on the ground, and then I take my new spear, and I sort of just like roll one over, maybe if it's like laying on its face, just to look at it, and then like if nothing happens, it's dark in here also.
Yeah, I'll
imagine
probably say
it's
it's
dark
fairly
in here.
dark. If you go any further than like the opening room, then like the light from the outside you're probably gonna have to light a torch because it's probably gonna go out by that point.
Okay.
Mulia is pretty inert to all the death because of her profession, so she's understands that death happens. So what she will do, because she can't help herself, is to just kind of quickly, as she's moving around, quickly check to make sure she's not missing any valuables or maybe cool weaponry that might be on the bodies. Even understanding that these are Fey and they might be cursed or anything like that. She just wants to go looking first, since everyone is reacting differently. She's taking that time to do that.
Okay. So, you're looking through your belongings or their
They're
belongings?
corpses, I think.
The corpses. She's searching the bodies. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll on the treasure table with advantage, as there's there's so many bodies that they would definitely have something. Your razor chain would be speaking to you in your ear. He just says like foul sycophants of the Beast Lord. He's like speaking about them with disgust.
While that's happening, I light the torch.
Alrighty.
Actually, I don't think I grabbed my flint and steel, so I look to my compatriots for flint and steel to light the torch.
I do have flint and steel, so I'll light it for you.
I hold it to you and you light it. I'm starting the timer right now. 58, 59, 56. And
Thank you.
He's going to probably still be stunned at the front of the room. I imagine he's getting bombarded with an overwhelming sense of the wand's emotions in this place. I imagine it's getting worse being inside it. Is that correct, or?
Yeah, for sure. I think that there's the source of hatred. There is a general hatred just for the foul energies in this room. There's necromancy and also like cultists to a demon lord. But you see, most of the anger is directed at murals in the back.
He will go inspect those.
Just to address real quick, Findle, what was the second part of the detect magic you wanted to look at?
So the second part, as far as like what the spell specifically says, if you focus for 2 rounds, you discern its general properties. Full barriers block the spell. So whatever you would believe is a general property.
Okay, well, for one, you see various like symbology, or able to sense like various hexes and runic symbols are abyssal runic symbols are carved throughout the place that you can tell is basically like a beacon almost to null kind specifically. It's not summoning, like they're not summoning them from like teleportation, but this is like
is it like a line of communication? Just to clarify,
it's more so like not a feeding beacon, but it's something to like draw them. It's like a light for moths essentially.
So like a lighthouse or something like that.
Yeah,
that,
so like
you know,
it's to summon their presence
okay.
without actually
Gotcha.
doing the teleportation part.
Okay.
And you can tell that they're actually just with like some more of the. It varies between like the different corpses of the Fey women, but many of them have various mutated. They look more null-like than some others, so it seems like the brands on them is to siphon some of Inagu's power.
Does it look like they add those kind of mutations before or after death? Because I know they were fighting against the wolves.
Before death, for sure.
Okay, gotcha. So this is maybe like purposeful that they did this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they definitely seem
Okay.
like cultists to Inagu, just with the level of like symbology that they have on them.
With that, then I'm going to spend my actions because Findle's kind of goal here is to disrupt or destroy whatever presence, evil, chaotic presence is hurting the Oracle Tree. So he's going to try to destroy whatever runes that are kind of a beacon for these like gnolls in the area.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you start like scratching them out, that sort of thing.
Exactly, like destroying them in whatever way that I can. If it's something that looks, breakable, I'm going to use my shillelagh and smash it to bits. Something that is carved into a solid wall or whatever. Obviously, etch it out. I'm a wizard, so I would hope that I would know enough to be able to like disrupt whatever sort of magic is coming out from it. Graffiti.
Okay.
I'm about to do some basic vandalism.
Yeah. It's vandalizing the vandals, so to speak.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Exactly.
While that's happening, before I get to Cowan, Mulia, you definitely would see as you're walking around, because you said you were just inspecting the area, right?
Yeah, and searching the bodies. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me that treasure table roll. Did you do that already?
Sure, did. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 31.
What was the 31 for?
The
Oh, no, I meant like, what did you get? Because I don't have the treasure table open right now, so I was interested.
I can just do it real quick. Hold on.
Thank you.
I have the
But-
book open
Oh,
right now.
I got it open here.
Oh, that's where that's from.
Treasure tables, 46, 31. And opalescent pearl, 40 gold pieces.
That makes sense.
Opalescent.
This place is made of
Perfect
black.
sense, yeah.
Yeah, it's made of black opal, so that makes sense.
There you go.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to speed through here. Just this isn't the mainstay. This is an area that is important for obviously like lore and all that. But Cal, when you walk to the back to inspect the murals, once again that searing hatred sort of like comes over you. You would be feeling it more so than anyone else, Cowan, but even without that, it's decreased a little bit as Fendal is destroying the abyssal symbols and stuff. But just the general room, you almost it puts you on edge in terms of like your anger, that sort of thing, just for like a roleplay perspective. Like as you stand in this room more, just the abyssal energies of Yunagu just kind of like are slowly just making you a little bit irritated. But Cowan, you specifically are like being flooded with emotions of fury. As you look at the first mural, I'll try to go down the line. The first mural depicts a towering, veiled, like female figure. Her body is flowing upwards into the night sky like smoke, and the robes are like melding with her body. And from her outstretched hands pour these like ghost-like shapes, like spirits spilling out into the world. And various of like the spirits are like depicted as like kneeling, that sort of thing. And beneath the first mural is a I'll post it in the Roll20 1 second. You can read along, that sort of thing. Nightmares of the soul unmasked, where all false light is stripped away and the true self stands unveiled before the dark. In the holy hours of midnight, when the world lies defenseless, the midnight matron parts the veil and bids us witness what we truly are. Do not flee from terror, for fear is the language of revelation, and suffering the ink in which your essence is written. To dream without dread is to live in a lie. Only those who embrace the nightmare walk in truth beneath her endless night. The second mural is the same female figure. Her form a little bit more you can definitely tell this is a hag for sure, just by the image of this individual. But in the second mural, you see her depicted standing alongside a hyena-headed figure wrapped in like human skin. You can tell, this being a chronicler and you guys all being fairly knowledgeable of like planar things, that this is a depiction of Yunagu. And it's depicting them as if they're having a conversation. And beneath that one it says, even the beast listens when the night speaks. Night and hunger, bound by the common will to take what is desired. The third mural has that same figure, but as she looms above, there are 4 hags kneeling beneath her. Each of them has like these like various hyena-like traits of like a varying degree. Like some of them might have like black ichor leaking out of their mouth. One of them has like a smile with too many teeth. But that one says, "Blessed be the union of the butcher and the midnight matron, where fang meets shadow and hunger weds the eternal dark. From their joining shall come 4 daughters, each a living nightmare made flesh. We await their birth with open terror, for through them the world will finally learn to dream."
So, Inogo, remind me who Inogo is.
Yunagu is the beast of butchery. He's the demon lord of gnolls.
Okay. What I thought. And then obviously the Midnight Matron is the hag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last mural is mostly just like fragments. You can tell that a lot of like the Yunagu's like runes have been. It seems like the cultists kind of just ravaged the last mural.
Mm-hmm.
But it has these etchings all over it. You see that same warped like sigil, like the mockery of the Four Lords. And that one just says, I'll try to like speed talk it because I don't want to. I don't want to talk for like 30 minutes straight. But this is like key
You're good.
information.
Lord up.
Yeah. I just want to make sure. I don't want to bore you guys. The last mural has scratched over it. The cultists wrote their own scripture over it, and it says, "The midnight matron failed, for she feared what she devoured. She sought to bind divinity and was broken by it. We remember the truth she cast away. 4 hungers, 1 form, no restraint. The beast still lives, the fang still calls. Where she failed to contain, the foremother will unmake and become. Let the weak 3 mother be torn asunder, so the foremother may be made whole once more." And then the writing just becomes incoherent after that.
And it's saying 4 as in like the number 4?
Yeah.
4.
Mother, not like FORE.
Yeah,
What
foremother,
was
yeah.
that?
Okay.
So loud.
His audio peaked for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
No,
you're all
no,
good.
I don't think it was you. Was it you?
I don't know.
I
I
don't
thought it was
know.
Berto.
But I think
no,
Colwyn is going
you
to
mean
be
me?
transcribing all of this into his
While everybody is distracted, Brother Anton starts wandering deeper into this place,
Mhm.
you see
looking
it,
around.
trying to write it out, and he might like tear a piece of paper because he's just overwhelmed with the fury and whatnot. So he like digs a little too deep. He has to start over on the next page
Mhm.
as he goes through this. At the end of it, he's gonna just point the wand towards the murals. He'll like go back about 10 feet, point it in their general direction, and just say, "I'm ready. Show me." And he will attempt to draw out some lore from it.
You guys are momentarily blinded by a flash of golden light. To observe, just real quick before you do the vision, Brother Anton, you see the last points of interest, so to speak, in this building is an observatory type area that it goes up these beautiful black opal stairs, but it has more of that horrifying imagery of just like old women, like various different expressions. But as you get to the top, you see it looks out over top of this purple misted forest that you guys are in, and you see far in the distance, just from the vantage point you can almost swear you see like a tower with a glowing blue flame in the distance.
Brother Anton hears a voice in his ear. Of course, Mulia's followed him up there, and she's like, "You think that's the Temple of Madeira?"
Jumps and he looks over his shoulder with the torch out, and he just, I don't know. Is that like in the direction that we're going, or is this back towards the mountains where all the gnolls came from?
It is northeast, so it is in the direction you're going, yeah.
Maybe. That means we're not too far now. Let us hope that salvation awaits us there. There's no horrible boss fight monster in this room. As I turn and look around the room.
Maybe you may not. I will say along with that, you do see a. This is why I need to organize
Horrible
my notes
boss
better.
fight besides
There is
my
a
companion that's in the room with me.
There is a chest that there is a chest in the observatory room that appears to have like these abyssal sort of like carvings on it, and it has like vine like sort of like iconography around the chest and stuff.
I look to Molia as the torchlight washes over that.
You see her vibrating in anticipation.
All right. Well, what are we doing here?
I don't want to hog the spotlight, so I'm assuming you're just going to keep rotating.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if you were doing anything. Like I blow up the chest, but yeah.
Well,
I plan on
as the light
interacting
goes,
with it.
right?
Yeah, you guys would see like the light would just get darker and darker, and then the room would go black essentially because I walked up the stairs. Well, you probably have light coming in from the doorway, so it's not pitch black.
Fenriken would follow you closely, but he would slink into the shadows to stay hidden.
All right.
I'd like to sneak.
You don't really need to make a stealth check for this situation, but yeah, switching back real quick to Cowan, you guys are momentarily, anybody who's like left shrouded in the dark, you immediately are momentarily blinded by a flash of golden light. Cowan, your entire body seizes up in an intense muscle spasm as your vision is covered in this golden light, and then I think you see it picks back up where your last vision left off, where this sort of like celestial figure who you're looking from the perspective of is just like weeping in front of that tree where like you can see just a nursery has been ransacked. They like crouch low and fly off with like thunderous force, just screeching this inhumanly like it's inhuman, the level of anger in this scream, essentially just this like howling sort of screech. And I think you just get a compilation, like a time-lapse compilation of fighting various like horrible entities. I think you do see like one of the visions that you first got was this figure swooping down from the heavens to slice a Penangolin, like the one you had fought in the first session. Yeah, you see him fighting like a couple of those, but eventually you get to just like almost like a reel of this celestial figure cutting down various trying to state this more clearly. I think you see them cutting down various more of these those like strange like female fae. They look not nearly as mutated to look like hyenas as the others in the temple do. But eventually I think it ends with this figure having this like drawn out battle with four, you can tell hags just by the outline, just the silhouette, but they're like shrouded in darkness, that sort of thing, and eventually it cuts out.
Okay. Colwyn will drop to the ground after seizing up like that. And he's just going to be breathing heavy and thinking about it and kind of looking around, worried that perhaps some of these mothers are still around. So, and he'll peer over at Findle, who he's up to.
And you see Findle just kind of fervently just like scratching out different runes and symbols, anything that is giving off a magical presence.
All right. I think Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
It wasn't anything. Like, if you had something you was gonna say, it's fine for you to say it right.
I was just gonna converse with Findle over the thing and theorize. So,
what did you say?
Well, I was just saying that I think I'm doing a good job with crossing out those runes and such. Ever since we got to my wand, it has been in a fit of wrath. It's not. I think it means something to it, and this desecration, it's sending it to an amount of rage.
Our gods have little power over this place.
You can definitely tell, just to like make sure I'm not like confusing you at all, that this like the whatever celestial being is tied to your wand, Cowan. Specifically the Midnight Matron and the Foremother that is referenced, just like the four hags and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Shit, I said three hags, didn't I? When I said that it was fighting.
And is it like four mothers, or like four as in the prior mother to the Midnight Matron?
The Midnight Matron and the Foremother are separate. That's why I'm
Okay.
just going backtracking to make sure I covered everything. The celestial figure would have been fighting 4 hags, but those 4 hags are separate from whatever the midnight matron is.
To make it easier for myself, I'm going to call them the 4 mothers.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, I think as you guys are talking about that, we switch back to Mulia, brother Anton, and Flingerkin. You guys are walking towards the chest.
Yeah, I hold the torch kind of over the chest, and I look to Mulia, and I just, he assumes that you would be... Does it look like it's locked?
Mm-mm. Actually, yeah, it would be locked now I think about it, yeah.
I look to Mulia since she's kind of the thiefy, roguey type, and I say, do you think we should investigate? Perhaps there could be a powerful item within.
Mulia looks back at you and says, perhaps, but something here killed all those people down there. I have pause right now in trying to do it, and you see her fingers kind of curling and up and uncurling, although it's hard for me to look at the chest and not want to crack it open.
Maybe we should call for the others then.
Yes, that would be a good idea.
I just do like a whistle down the stairs. And he does the Hulk Hogan to listen to see if his 2 compatriots downstairs come running upstairs.
Pendal, you for sure you can tell that this is the work of hags. It's more specifically just with the mural, just to make everything simple. I don't want to make everything too vague. It seems like the Midnight Matron was an arch-hag of sorts, especially considering that the 4 hags kneeling to her in the mural are also hags. That the only way that would work is if she was an arch-hag.
Okay.
Might give some info as to how she was able to commune with essentially have...
And correct me if I'm wrong, the vibe I'm getting is that the Archhag and the Coven essentially brought this kind of like demon / celestial / fae amalgamation, shit together.
Yeah, I'll
anywhere close on that?
You're very close, but just to make the timeline simple and stuff, because it's the order I presented stuff in, and then obviously we don't play every single week, so it's understandable. But based upon the timeline that you get on all the clues that you've gotten before, the timeline that you're getting here is that you know for sure that this area of the Feywild got corrupted by its material plane counterpart being abyssally corrupted, that sort of thing. The source of that abyssal corruption for sure is Yinagu, just with all the gnolls and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like the order of events would happen here. This Midnight Matron and Archhag communed with and had children with Yinagu, which is I only say that you would be able to get that because the mural that talks about blessed be the union of the Midnight Matron and the Beast of Butchery. The next mural after that are 4 hags that have hyena-like traits that are kneeling to the Midnight Matron. So it seems like this Archhag communed with a demon prince, had children with them in order to make a hybrid hag spawn essentially.
Probably where we found that giant monster that was producing when we were running away through that kind of fleeing piece of it before we entered the Feywild. Basically the thing that was on wheels, on the little dog wheels or whatever.
That's just the beast of of Yinagu, a foul demon.
Oh, okay. I was thinking maybe that was one of their offspring.
No, it seems like what created these trifold entities most likely, off of the context clues, whatever this celestial entity is, had a connection to that Silver Dryad. The Silver Dryad was killed and her nursery was raided. Hags love stealing children. So if if these
Yeah.
trifold entities were originally celestial Fey hybrids, the situation may be that the celestial had some connections to the dryad, possibly had children with them, and then their children were eaten by the midnight matron, because it says in the last passage. I'll probably post these in the sub chat after we're done and stuff, just to make it easier. But it mentioned in the last scripture, so to speak, that the midnight matron failed, and specifically talking about failing to contain the holy.
Okay.
So it
So,
seems like she ate some celestial Fey hybrid children, and then things did not turn out that well.
so I've got one hunch and one question. The question is that would I be able, with the iconography and the scripture, be able to determine where this kind of abyssal source came from in the first place? Findle is kind of looking to try to heal the land.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there anything that I can gather from all of these different players involved of, like, kind of where the source is, or where this started off to begin with?
Well, you know where it started off. It started off with the union of the Midnight Matron and Yinagu, but as far as like how to solve it, that is like, up in the air, that sort of thing.
That's why I was saying where.
Yeah.
Like specifically, like location, like where did this happen? If there's anything that I can determine from the evidence we found so far.
Not a specific location of like, oh, like it started right here, that sort of thing.
Okay, so the place is corrupted, nothing I can do about it, correct?
Well, not that. It's just that I can't really say that part specifically because you haven't really encountered it yet. But there, above table, there is a way to like help with the place.
Okay.
I'll probably say with your knowledge.
I guess more of like with the evidence at hand, Findle would not be able to garner without like a crazy wild guess.
You definitely have a good idea of like the origin, that sort of thing, based off of the evidence that you have. But if there's anybody that would actually know how to purify something of this scale, it would be somebody at the Temple of Madeira.
Okay. Hunch. I'm guessing that Silver Dryad is the creature that we ended up talking to earlier that kind of owns these woods. She was the hunch is that she was corrupted by these malign forces. That's why she is a trifold entity. That's at least my guess. More for like the group, not as much you, Jonathan.
This is also one of those things that will be answered when like answers will come, that sort of thing. I just don't want to overload you with information, but do you guys make your way to?
And sorry if I missed it. Did we end up opening the chest?
Well, Anton called you guys to.
He called for you, yeah.
Okay, so I still have my detect magic active. Am I noticing any sort of potential magical traps that are on said chest to keep the plot moving?
Let's see. It's blocked by barriers. That's my only thing.
I guess, is it on the inside or the outside?
It's not on the outside. There's
Okay.
something on the inside.
Well, one thing I can determine is that
You can
other than
definitely-
the ambient
yeah.
magic that is in this room and in this temple, it's not coming from the chest. Do that as you will, but I'm not particularly good at opening locks.
You can detect magic items in there for sure. There's a powerful collection of magic, is what I mean to say.
But there's magic items that are within. Is it trapped? I have no idea.
We don't see anything, like there's no other doors in this place that looks like, something could come out of. It's just like a bare, I'm just imagining we're in an observatory, so it's like just a big circular kind of open, empty room, and then this chest is just here.
Yeah, it's like a circular sort of like ruined room. Maybe there might be like a pillar or two collapsed onto the place. But yeah, for the most part, it is like there's only one entrance. which is like heading up where the
Alright.
stairs head up and all that.
Let me guess. The whole thing, the whole chest also has a keyhole.
It looks like it's been locked by some sort of like I'm not good at naming locks, but it's one of those ones where it's like it has like a latch that's like slides and like bolts in place, but it's not like some sort of like heavy duty. It's only would be like a DC 12 to.
Is it locked by a padlock, or is it like a lock built into the chest? Is more
It's
what
like a
I'm
little
asking.
lock, like a simple lock mechanism built into the chest.
All right, Flinderkin will try and slink through the chest, the keyhole, because that's what he can do.
Interesting.
What, you can slink in through?
Yeah, he can pass through like inch-wide cracks.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it takes me 3 rounds, but I can do it.
Doesn't necessarily mean he'll be able to pull anything out of there, but he'll be able to
Yeah.
see what's in there. Well, technically
Exactly.
not really, because
What, do you grow back to full size when you're inside the chest? That's the only thing I'm wondering. Well, I guess you
Well,
can manipulate your size.
I can basically manipulate my size, right? Since I can pass through inch-wide cracks.
Yeah.
I'm basically the size of a halfling, like in mass.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys see you guys see Flinderkin kind of with this like soft, like squelching and popping sounds.
Hold on. Before you do that, I pass my staff to Brother Anton. Hold this.
He grabs it while he has the torch, and he's just looking at everybody else as you.
Yeah, as you hold the staff, you hear like an unsettling, constant, unintelligible laughing emanating from the staff in your head.
The staff, in particular, that Flinderkin has is made of the same black opal and has similar iconography to the rest of the temple.
He doesn't like it.
Um,
He hands it to Molia.
Mulia takes it. She looks at it. She looks at Brother Anton. She shrugs and she's like, "My razor chain is so much better." And she stands.
yeah. So yeah, Flinderkin, you kind of melt into the keyhole, and upon
Blow
getting
up.
in,
Comically,
you see
inside the chest, we're just going to see a flash of light from inside the keyhole, and
It
puff
just
of smoke comes
explodes.
out.
you see an assortment of items inside of this chest. It seems like this is like a holy, or an evil version of like a holy relic containing sort of chest. But you see an obsidian dagger, a ring bearing symbology of Yinagu, a potion with this like pink let me see, a potion with this pink liquid inside, some boots with
The fur.
yeah, with the fur, but boots with I would probably say like fancy-ish imagery of a cat, and smoking pipes that have like this like sort of magical energy exuding off of it. However, I will also say that upon you like looking at all this, you look up and you see on the top of like the inside of the chest is a mirror, and as you look up at your reflection, you see your reflection look down at you. It moves separately from like where like it moves aside from like where the direction that you're moving, and you see like a white tooth smile appear in it. I'm gonna need some initiative rolled here.
Oh,
All right.
It's going to be a fight inside of the
Let's fucking
chest.
kill something.
Yay, bloodshed.
We had a
Mimic.
boss battle, and then you immediately made it disappear. So give us
Oh,
blood.
you rolled already. All right, you rolled a 1.
All right. Once again, let me know if it ever gets too
Disregard
loud.
my roll. Yeah, now we got to open it and make evil copies of all of us so we can all fight.
Can I kill it from the inside? Is it a mimic? I hope it's a mimic, or maybe it's a mirror. I don't fucking
So
know.
you're the size of a halfling. You're gonna have
Yeah.
a lot of trouble fighting inside of the chest. I'm just gonna say that. That's gonna be. You might want to get out, but that depends upon what you roll.
It
for
takes
initiative.
3 rounds for him to do that, so we have to
Yeah.
open the chest to help him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, do you want us to roll
We-
initiative as in like a
A
dexterity check?
D6.
Or a
D6.
D6.
So we
yeah,
rolled.
sorry.
We
I
rolled
had
a
a-
1.
I had a brain fart.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You roll.
Yeah, I
The
rolled
chronicler
after.
farting hard. Copy that.
Yeah.
I recently played 5e again, so I was like,
Whoa.
I hear you.
5e
Who
player.
knows? Maybe I've got funny items. Let's see what I can do.
Alrighty.
So,
Well, let me
is
turn
it
this
possible to say that before he went in, he gave us some kind of signal that if it doesn't come out within a round or something like that, then we open the chest. That he gave us some kind of information.
We could probably hear him if he
Oh,
screams.
don't worry, he's a
He's
new
knocking
hire.
hard on the chest, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He would probably go like, "Ah!"
Alright, let me see here.
Well, we don't know Findrican very well, and given all that we've known, that kind of sound could be pleasure coming from him.
Yeah, he is a weird
Yeah.
boy.
I mean, it's mixed feelings.
Also, let's touch the music down a bit.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I
a
got
little
you.
low.
Perfect, thank you.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Just letting you know.
Alright. Let me roll a 1d6 real quick.
Oh, man.
I got a 5.
Sorry, Flindy.
Ah, shit.
Luckily, we're level
Here we go
5s.
again.
You see your reflection that is smiling at you, splits into 3 separate figures, and they all fly out in these wisps of smoke. They're the same shape as you, but they have like demonic sort of horns on the top of their head and these bat-like wings. But their body is just shifting blackness, essentially. So let me actually put these on the...
You turned the music down just a little bit more.
Yeah.
You, Jonathan, I love you.
Is that good?
That's good.
Yeah, it's great.
It was just loud because the woman singing is
The problem
loud.
is that it varies according to the video, because not every YouTube video is the same volume. So I always
Oh,
ask
yeah,
them.
for sure,
That's another
for
reason
sure.
why I'm always asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Jonathan, could you describe the room again when you get a chance? I forget.
It is
I
a
think I missed it,
circular.
really.
It is a circular observatory. What I'll probably say like a sort of empty divination pool in the middle, and there's collapsed black opal pillars and stuff like that throughout the room.
Okay.
And are there windows or ceiling?
Yeah, there's windows looking outside. That's where Brother Anton was able to see the light from potentially the Temple of Madeira in the distance.
Okay, gotcha.
I'll be fine in there. Don't worry about me.
Let me address this real quick. All right, so that's. This might actually get a little bit crazy.
So
Hell
what we
yeah.
want.
I'm gonna roll for each individual since I know that we weren't really feeling the one for all approach.
Mhm.
So let me roll. This is gonna be 60-20.
Holy fuck.
Of damage.
Two attacks from each of them.
Hell
I take 2 attacks from every one of them? Alright, cool.
I mean, you're the only person in the chest.
Yeah, and you can. Yeah, perfect. I was gonna say you can make
Yeah.
it all the rolls at the same time.
What is your
chat.
AC, Flindrican?
My AC is a 16.
Okay,
Mine
so that is
So,
a
3 hits.
3 hits. Yep, 3 hits.
And one's a crit.
The 16, 20, and 18. 13 just barely is shy.
so 3. I'm gonna roll for the damage for the 2 regular hits first.
I thought it was going to
No,
be an explosion.
Flindy!
Pleasantly surprised.
2d4.
Mirror.
So you take 6 damage, and let me see here. It's the first time I'm using the stat blocks. I just want to make sure.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry about it.
So you take 6 damage, you take 2 strength damage, and I will roll for the nat 20 real quick.
2 strength damage. Alright.
Dice.
That's a total of 10 damage and 3 strength damage. As each of it's 3 hits,
Ooh.
just to explain. For each hit,
Nice.
it's a you lose 1 point of strength.
If
Um,
Findrican were to die in that box, will his body go back to normal size, and will that just break the box open?
No, his body
His
is always
bones, his
weird
bones
shape.
will all break and he'll just be a fleshy lump inside the chest.
Yes, they all fly out, and you just hear just a cacophony of demonic giggling and laughing and stuff as you just feel them rending their claws across your chest and back.
I'm assuming the chest is.
Alright.
What kind of hentai is happening in that chest?
So I take 10 damage total, right?
Yeah, that was 10 damage total.
10 damage total
10
and
HP damage and then 3 strength damage.
All right.
Oh, no. Are these like ethereal? Well, I don't know. You know what? I'm not going to ask until I see them. I don't see them yet.
That is the end of my turn, so it's up to you guys now.
It's cool.
I would imagine we're hearing him shrieking, and the chest is probably like knocking around, like there's a struggle
Yeah,
going
you
on,
definitely
so
like see the chest like rattling.
I
and all
look
that.
to Mulia, since the chest is locked, and we're gonna have to rely on Mulia to lockpick it or something.
Yeah,
This is like
she'll
ornate.
have to unlock
go
the
ahead.
chest with
Yes.
with her. She'll take out let's see, what does she have? She has she doesn't have anything. A razor,
A hairpin, a bobby pin.
Yeah,
Mulia's bald, isn't she?
she's bald.
Oh no, she doesn't even have a bobby pin.
I mean, given the
toothpick.
leather and all, she might have some buckles here
You're
and
an
there.
assassin. You for
Yeah.
sure have something
Yeah.
for picking locks. That's like
Yeah.
yeah.
So she'll use that and try to pick the lock.
All right. Yeah, go
Let's
ahead.
see
and,
if it spawns 3 more for every one of us. That would be pretty epic.
Dex roll?
yeah, that is a dexterity check, DC 12.
Oh,
That's
lordy.
success.
Oh, you got a
Okay.
12. Oh, or did you roll a 4? No, you got
No,
a 12.
that would
That's
be
what
Yeah,
you
it's a
rolled.
12. Yeah, so I succeed.
Oh, you're
Plus-
rolling through your character sheet. That's why it looks different.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're able to.
I don't know
like,
how to do that.
It's hard to do it. Like you just barely get it open, just because the chest is rattling around. You hear this monstrous laughing inside. But yeah, you open it up and you see Flendrican being assailed by these shadowy spirits. However, I do have to trigger one effect. Findal, you instantly know, so you can do something about this on your turn. But
Oh, no.
you can see with your detect magic that this mirror has some sort of corrupted magic with it. So every time someone it reflects someone, it will spawn 1d4 of these entities.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit. Okay,
Yeah,
just
so
because you had
no,
detect
let
magic.
it go, let it go, let it spawn all of them. Yeah.
I'm only telling you because you had detect magic going, so I want to reward
And then we
that.
all look into it.
so
and
wait,
it
sorry, I might have missed
spawns-
that. How is it spawning?
There's a
Every
mirror
time-
inside the chest
Every
lid,
time a new figure, yeah.
Okay.
and that's like cursed and spawning shadow figures. Now,
But
Gotcha.
this triggers on every single one of us now, right? Because it opens and we see it.
I think Mully is the one standing in front of the chest, so I would think that she would be in the front of the reflection, if I'm not mistaken.
And the D4 you just rolled is kind of like the odds of it,
One.
you know,
I think it's the number of
spawning
spawns.
or
Yeah,
how
that's the number that. that's
How
the
many
number that-
spawns,
yeah,
yeah.
that's how many.
Okay,
This is
gotcha.
This is a skeleton room situation. I think.
Well, if it's our turn and that was at the end of theirs, break the fucking mirror!
That would have been Flendrican's second idea. He would have just turned the mirror upside down so it looks into like the wall of the chest.
Probably nailed into there though.
Yeah, it's attached to the lid. That's what you would actually have to smash the fucking thing.
I will. Well, Mulia's up front, so I'll let Mulia go. Or is that your action to pick?
I
the
think
lock?
that was that my action.
Yeah, it is an action to pick
Yeah.
the lock.
So that's my turn.
Okay.
Then
Do these look-
I know what I'll do. I'll just. How big is this mirror?
It's the size of a chest lid, so I don't know the actual like diameter in feet.
Yeah, dive into the mirror. Go into the mirror.
It's
world.
not as big as a full body mirror though.
Is it like big, like a dinner plate, kind of?
Definitely a fair bit bigger than a dinner plate. This is like a treasure chest sized chest.
like a
so
half a body's worth.
I would probably say like a
upper-
torso sized. I'll say.
Yeah.
Torso-sized mirror.
Yeah, maybe like
Alright.
half a meter.
Alright, I'll throw one of my cloaks on it. And attach it with miner's putty. Good luck ripping that shit off.
Alrighty.
Miner's putty.
Yes, curse scroll 5.
This guy's cheating.
Using
He's
all
grabbing-
using all
It's yeah,
the,
it's essentially it's like a universal glue.
Oh, okay.
It's super glue
How
on
did you
crack.
get that?
I bought it in character creation.
Because I'm a German kid and I cheat every game I play.
I grabbed every supplement that I can, and
I just grab every magic item once.
I don't sound like this kid that says name 10 books.
Look at you. Name 10 books.
But yeah, so
well,
you cover the
now,
mirror.
if I uncover the mirror, it'll spawn more, right?
For sure. Anytime a new figure is reflected by the mirror in 1d4.
That's what we want. We haven't had combat in a long time, so we want to actually spawn more. No.
For more XP. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
No, but I'll just
no
cover it
XP.
and glue that bitch down.
We get XP from treasure.
Right, you're right. I suppose it's my turn if nobody else wants to go.
Do it.
I don't really want to do this because if this kills every one of them, it's going to be disappointing. Do these look undead to me?
No, they're demons.
Okay,
For
that's
sure.
good. I can't use turn undead then. I will sort of like rotate around the room from where the chest is as these creatures are just pulling into him. And one came out of the mirror. I take my holy symbol, Saint Taragnus, and I'm going to attempt to smite the one closest to me. Let's see. I don't know how this is going to go. Oh, 14. It succeeds.
Nice.
So it's going to take 1d6 damage as I Dante's Inferno send like this giant holy projection image of my holy symbol that just like shoots out like a spotlight, like a white spotlight of holy energy into this creature for 3 points of damage. As I just say that prayer to Saint Taragnus and I jolt towards him as it.
Yeah, this holy energy instantly sears this shadowy figure as it roars out in this beastly sort of sound, and it dissolves.
Oh wow. Okay, they're not that strong. Or they're not that hardy, I should say. Do these look like ethereal, or as my friend would say, urethral?
No,
Because
they definitely are.
I think
they're
that's
definitely physical.
very
something
different.
Yeah. Sorry,
They're
say
definitely
that.
physical, yeah.
Okay, so they're not like able to reach into our bodies and like grab our hearts or something. They don't look like they could do like what a ghost can do.
No, you can definitely hit them.
Assuming.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
you can definitely hit them. I'm just saying above
I just
table.
killed one so quick. Uncover the mirror, spawn like 4 more. No, I'm just... That's my turn.
I couldn't even if I want to at this
Oh,
point.
right, that's right.
This
We
glue
just
is
have
so
to tear the
strong.
fabric. We have to cut the fabric. No, that's my turn. That's what I'm doing. I shout out a prayer to Saint Taragnus out loud as I do that also.
Yeah, I think Findle's turn is pretty quick, seeing that how easy it was to kill one of them. I'm going to target the next one down the line, cast Magic Missile.
Whoa,
Only 1 point of
24.
damage, so we'll find
Whoa.
out.
That actually is a crit for you because of the current effect of like the
yeah. All right, I'll toss
magic
another
energies.
D4 on there.
Holy shnikes.
All right, 5 points of damage.
Wow.
5 points of damage. It is at something that rhymes with 1 HP.
Yep.
To explain
kind
the
of
reason
what
why Anton.
Oh, I did double damage because it's
Yeah,
holy.
yeah, it's holy.
Holy,
Makes
holy,
sense.
holy.
Hey,
Holy!
I'm good at this. This is what.
Yeah, but you sear this. You sear this demonic entity with your magic missile.
Okay, so 6 hit
Nice.
points, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, that's metagaming. You can't do that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He
We're
can roll
just
randomly. No. I'm just kidding.
I'll try to keep them off you. And that's my turn.
Nice. Calwin? Bond
Yeah.
Stranghold?
Strangle? What?
Calwin von Stranghold?
Stranglehold.
Strangled.
Colin is he's gonna hang back and I
what
guess
to do in this situation? It's a
What to
very
do?
strange situation.
I don't have magic missile, so I have regular missile.
But I can hit them with the club, Yuri.
Yeah, he's
You
gonna.
beat them.
I have empty vodka bottle.
Empty vodka.
I hope the regular missile is like a Hellfire missile or something.
Yeah,
Awesome.
gonna shoot with his crossbow.
Nice.
Ah.
A 12.
Yeah.
That's
So, yeah.
12
damage.
A 12 misses, my friend.
No, it doesn't. Don't be ridiculous.
You know what? Yeah, you're right.
Don't be ridiculous.
He enters the console command and lowers the enemy's AC.
Beep, 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 beep.
You should see in the bar for like where all the characters are. I did make the the guard drake available for you if you want to use his stat block. If not, I can run it, but I didn't know. If you
Oh
wanted
yeah.
to.
Where is it? Sorry.
It should say young guard drake forest in like the player section. The book
it's
icon.
right here.
And if you got
The
Burp's
journal.
stat block, I'll send him in.
Oh yeah, let me give you
Being
the-
like, you're on my shoulder
that's
now.
right.
Earn your keep.
Let me make it available to you guys to see.
It's me, Greg.
Is it in the little character?
Yeah, it's in the character
tab.
section. It should be
Cool.
available for you now.
Popped up
Rock
on my screen,
on.
actually.
His name is just named Rig. This is offensive.
Well, this
I'm
is just the
editing
Greg
this.
stat block, but he
This
is
is I'm
Burp.
editing this. This is just offensive, Jonathan. I thought better of you. This is Burp, okay?
You're right. You know what? You're right.
Burp the Greg.
There you go.
All right, should I spelled it wrong?
That's how you spell it.
Burp.
B-U-R-P.
I
Oh,
did
no.
a B at the end.
Burb.
Oh, I already did it. I already solved it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So
And he has chaotic alignment. That
use
makes a
Burp.
lot more
Our
sense.
torch has 8 minutes left. Holy shit, that was quick.
yeah, it was. I think so. Colwyn will take his shot at one of the. Sorry, what are they called again?
These are shadow demons specifically.
Okay.
Oh, I've
One of the
used
shadow
those before.
demons. And upon missing, he'll kind of curse under his breath, and then he'll feel whoosh go past him as the guard drake bolts in and just does like a dog leaping at a frisbee, jumps up and tries to clamp its maws down on one of these shadow demons. So let's
Makes
see.
2 bite attacks.
Makes 2. Oh, how about that? So here's the first one.
Oh wait, I did it to GM by accident, but it should be good now. The first one still misses though with an 8.
Yeah, and it'll snap again.
19
Yeah.
hits.
There we go.
Which one is your guard drake biting?
We'll go with this one on the right here. Yeah.
This one right here. All right. Yeah, he sinks his fangs into the shadow demon
Mm-hmm.
as it shrieks out. But it has to make a strength check. Let's see here. They actually are terribly bad at strength. This is crazy. 1d20 minus.
Well, they are urethral, so.
Urethral, yeah. An 11 fails. So yeah, your guard drake has this shadow demon in its jaws, just locked in. It starts like shaking its head around like a pit bull.
Nice.
Nice.
I believe that's everybody, right?
Yes.
Nope.
Wait,
Burp
Burp did? Yeah.
is going to
Oh,
charge
Burp.
on in here, and he is going to burp on everybody nearby, so all 3 of them. He's gonna do a little bit of fade dust.
Oh, you're gonna have him use the fade dust action.
Fuck yeah, he's gonna burp it up, so everybody gets 6 temporary hit points.
Yo.
Crazy.
Yeah, burp
Wow.
kind of leaps. He can't fly, so because he's like a grasshopper sort of lower half. So or cricket lower half. I mean, so he hops up and
Or I
kinda-
guess within near, so he's just gonna kind of give it to the room if everybody's within near.
Yeah, he could literally leap up into the room and just spin around, and just the fade
Hell
dust
yeah.
off of him
And
look and just
and it's
waft
just
on.
like the biggest belch, like just like on everybody.
I don't think that's what he does. You can tell me what he does mechanically, but that's not what he
Jonathan,
does.
you're killing me. I thought he was my pet now.
He is an intelligent being.
Okay. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Debatable.
Disappointed.
But yeah, you guys gain 6 temporary hit points.
Wow.
All right.
On
That's
top
very
of
nice,
the hit
thank you.
points I have 10
Great.
temporary hit points.
I'm at 29.
I'm at 21. I have more temp HP than I actually do like real HP at this point.
You said it was 6, right?
6.
Yeah, I have 10 temporary hit
Oh wait, actually no. So this is a good point to say that this is just a general. There's no temp HP in Shadowdark, but to adapt it to like from 5e, just temp HP doesn't stack. You just take the highest instance of it. So let's say you have like 2 current
So I have
2 temp
6.
HP. Currently, you have 2 temp HP, and somebody gives you 8. You now have 8 temp HP, not 10.
Right.
That makes sense.
Okay, so
Yeah, that makes sense. I have
Gotcha.
6 then.
Oh.
Yeah,
so
I'm
basically
sorry, I can't-
delete whatever you had before and then add 6.
Just replace it with the highest.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm sorry, you can't stack up 40 temporary hit points. You know?
No, totally fine.
I'm joking around.
Good clarification.
It's good because I already used my 2 temp HP.
That is true, yeah.
Right?
What is this freaking OSR nonsense?
That's how it would work in 5e.
Yeah, that's 5e, but I think so that is everybody.
Yep.
We are now going to roll another d6.
Who wants to roll it?
I'll take
I
a
think
shot on it.
Do it.
I was going to force Cheryl to
Do
do
it.
it.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
5.
We both got a
Rerolls.
5. Let's re-roll.
Hey.
Very nice.
Come on, Calvin.
Got it. 3.
Come on, man. Oh! We
Well,
act!
Nice.
How the turns
So you
have
guys go
tabled.
first. God
Well,
damn it.
Jonathan. Look what we have here. You should
now,
have
there's
brought more
nothing saying
shadows
that
this fight.
the demons can't. I mean, there's nothing saying they can't tear the fabric over the. mirror.
Don't say my ideas out loud. Why would you do this?
I'm just saying, they're smart, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. My turn's gonna be really
Debatable.
quick because I'm just gonna try to smite again. I keep walking forward with my holy symbol out and my hands like trembling, and as I keep shouting the prayer out. Let's see, I gotta beat a DC 12. Oh no.
Oh,
I fail.
balls.
The light from the symbol dims as I look at the symbol. And that's my turn.
And Findle's very quick as well. I'm just going to do a magic missile. 2 points of damage.
Is that a natural
Or actually,
20?
that may be a... Nope, that would be a 14. Yep, just 2 points of damage.
Is that a natural 20?
No.
It is not. That is a 14 plus
Don't
6.
you cast with advantage, don't you?
Yeah, if you hover above it, so the first one's a 14 and the second one's a 20,
Oh,
and
I
that's
yeah,
both modified.
it says what the result of the die
Nice.
was. in there,
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
Technology. I don't understand technology.
Technology. So yeah, what I was saying earlier, real quick, Anthony. Like you can set up your character sheet on roll 20, and then you basically just hit the button.
Mm,
Pretty cool.
I don't
I'll,
like this new technology.
We'll use Infernal Chain of Annihilation and
Oh,
Holy
Jesus.
shit.
Yo.
I think she gets
down.
Oh wait, some of that is I don't know. Do you
fire
have it currently-
damage.
Yes, the 3 and the 4 are the regular damage, but the 1 and the 4 are if you like lit it with your with flame.
Fire. Yeah, I did. I
Okay, well, yeah, cool. I mean,
Yeah.
you annihilate it. You fucking describe for me.
No contest.
You have like a Ghost Rider type of chain that can light on fire. So you go ahead and give me that cinematic.
Yeah. Oh, she because she was fiddling around with the chest, and then she jumps back when everything happens so quickly. So she just spins around and lashes out with the chain and sees it as the chain and its fire hits the creature. She sees it just kind of implode within itself, and that's it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, the infernal entity in your chain is laughing maniacally, satisfied with this. Which one, for both Findal and Mulia, which one are you guys attacking?
I think I was like, correct me if I'm wrong, but last turn I was attacking the guy that's like furthest top left.
You attacked this one right here, if I'm not mistaken.
Then I'll just finish him off. I'll just attack the same target.
Yeah, to be quite honest, the DM doesn't remember, so.
Yep, totally cool.
Perfect.
I'll attack the one that's closest to me. So I'm going to assume it's
This one
the
right here?
top, yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Fenriken will attack this one here.
Oh, he accidentally cuts the fabric.
We will see if I roll
Oh
a net one,
no!
Roll a one. Roll a one.
maybe. What's
Oh
my
god, the
bonus
torch
here?
went out.
Oh
You
no.
have disadvantage. The torch
Disadvantage, yeah,
went out.
disadvantage. I'm joking. Go ahead, come make that.
I don't
Why
have
you
a
make this
torch
a
out
dungeon?
yet.
I did, but it went out, so it's dark now. You
Oh.
have disadvantage.
That's failure.
Well,
Well,
now,
I guess
now
there's-
everybody has a disadvantage after this one. After that attack
yeah,
roll.
the monster
Woo!
gets advantage
Does the
too.
Drake have disadvantage?
God damn it.
The Drake might. I don't know.
No,
And
they would
probably
definitely
not,
be able
'cause it's a
to.
monster.
Draconic creatures can for sure see in the dark.
I can't see anything now. I could cast light.
Yeah, Brother Anton, your torch does go out.
Yes, of course. Did I jump scare everybody with my alarm?
No.
Nope, I didn't even
No, we
hear
didn't
it.
even hear it.
I didn't
Yeah.
hear
Oh,
it.
you didn't
Yeah.
hear it? It went off and I immediately hit the button to stop it because it was loud.
You jump scared yourself.
I
Yeah,
did.
it is currently pitch black in this room. I think it's still Cowan, your guard Drake, and
I'll do
Burke.
the guard Drake first. Does it have some sort of like poisoning feature? I forget.
He has a feature that all the guard drakes that I made have called Maw Attack.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's basically they let off. They can't breathe their element, but they can like momentarily like kind of they can almost like burp the elemental energy a little bit. So they lock things in like a jaw. With, like,
Sorry, I'm laughing at a meme.
You're all good. They bite things to lock them into like their locked jaw sort of thing, and then they
Right.
like almost like burp this torrents of elemental energy that only goes off inside of their mouth.
Gosh.
I'm a little curious about this chain of annihilation. Does it only light up when I use it, or if I'm holding it,
It's once per
on
day,
my
so
arm?
just it doesn't require an action to light it. It's just once per day.
You
Gotcha,
may, so
gotcha.
you choose.
Okay, so the lights
So-
fizzled out. I guess I'm wondering if there's traces of light that's
Oh,
coming
yeah.
from the
It's
thing.
not enough for it to be like a torch or anything like that. It's just like lighting off of the chain, that sort of thing.
Gotcha.
Well, fuck us, I guess. No, I'm just kidding.
Yep.
Is it what's happening? Whose turn is it?
I think it's
It's
Cowan
the-
and it's Drake.
Yeah, it's the Drake.
I think it's the Shadow Demon's turn. I
No,
think he's gonna
I
attack
get to
the.
turn Anthony. Gosh.
I think he's gonna attack the cloth and
Anthony,
spawn
stop
more Shadow
trying to
Demons.
die. Don't worry, we will
It was
die.
too easy. We have to make it harder. Now a giant Shadow Demon has to come out of the ceiling or something.
I think the Drake will just take more bite attacks.
It's okay. We'll escalate this complaint to the management after game.
Oh my god, this is so fucking funny, dude.
Holy shit.
18.
Oh damn,
Yes.
that's nasty.
I'll post the meme in my Discord. so
Did it do
you
the
can see
damage?
it. It's not going to make sense if you
Yeah, it
don't
did
know
the
what
damage.
Silent Hill, the story of Silent Hill 2 is, but if you know the story, it's fucking funny.
Woo! I don't think that hits though.
The first one hits though.
First one. So,
So
5
yeah,
damage.
the guard Drake like leaps on top of this this shadow demon and just like tears its throat apart, and it just like its body tears away in like a wisp of smoke.
Cool.
Hmm.
I think that's all of them, right?
That is indeed all of them.
I have a really cool idea for a monster.
The thing is
because you
that
said
like
Ghost Rider.
this is like some Pete Shadowdark type shenanigans, because it was supposed to be a like large horde sort of
Yeah.
scenario, but I also didn't
Simple
want to.
piece of cloth.
Yeah, I
foiled
mean,
your
if you throw a
plans.
cloth over it, that's like an effective counterplay. So
Yeah.
what was
It
initially
just
the idea initially was that like oh, there's a chest. The entire party stands in front of the chest to open it up, and
Yeah.
then all of it spawns 1d4 for each person inside that mirror. But I also didn't want to be adversarial because it wouldn't have made sense. Mulia would have been the one that was like directly in the reflection when she opened it up, just because of the way that it happened. So
Mm-hmm.
it's all good.
yeah.
Makes sense.
Congratulations,
Makes sense.
outplayed.
That's
No.
the tough thing being the GM is being like, it's one brain going against like 5 or 6 other brains. They're gonna end up outsmarting you in one way or another. That's just how it goes.
Also, this is not like it's not the climactic boss fight of the end of the whole shit.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah.
But
The
it
Silver
could have been.
Dryad comes later.
I do want to address that real quick. I'll probably say it out of session because I'll probably have to explain some stuff. The Silver Dryad is dead. That's that much you know for sure because she was killed. And then she's dead, and then her nursery was raided because
I thought it was something along the lines of like she
I don't
was,
know.
dead, air quotes, but like was imbued in corrupting abyssal magic, yada yada yada.
no, it seems like the Celestial Fae. Before I tell you guys your magic items you get, it seems like the Celestial Fae hybrids were most likely her children,
Mhm.
and then
Okay.
they were abducted and corrupted
Mhm.
in a way
Called
that
it.
remains to be seen.
was my
All
thing.
right.
Let me I'll send it in general actually just to make it easier. Hold up.
Mm,
Hmm.
You're not gonna get your magic
Would I be
items at this
able-
rate if you
With my scholarly background, would I understand like anything about hags or have any studies on them?
I can probably send you some stuff and then you guys can discuss it next session for sure. I figured it was getting late for you guys, so I didn't know how much
Yeah,
longer
it
you
is.
wanted to continue.
A little bit.
All right, yeah. Let me.
For all
2
of
a.m.
you,
for
yeah,
Umberto.
it's almost 9, but I'm a West Coaster, so.
Yeah,
But I'm guessing
almost
everybody else is
6
super late.
a.m.
10:42 for me right now.
Bastard.
Whoa.
It's 11:42. for me.
So there's
6
something.
a.m. Umberto?
In like
Yeah.
15
in
minutes. more or
German
less.
time.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
Hold
Yeah,
up
you're
a
one
trooper.
second.
I'm
He does
alright.
it. He does this every time. He plays like it's 6 in the morning with us.
Yeah,
every
shout
time.
out to him for sure.
Shout
yeah,
out
big
to
shout out.
them.
That takes some dedication.
Normally, we don't get to play with European people because of the time difference. So
Absolutely.
it's just
That's why
crazy.
we don't see any like Aussies or New Zealanders as well.
I think I'll
Some
just send
people
this
just
to
don't
you.
like sunlight, you know.
Yeah.
I'm one of them.
I'll
You're
just
like,
send
I
this
don't
to-
like this sun thing.
One year, it was like
I
2 or
knew
3
it was
years
gonna
ago.
be the witch knife. I knew it. As soon as you said knife and there were witches, I was like, it's gonna be that item.
Hold on. I realized I had a typo real quick. So just to go on the list of the items as we end
Yeah.
the session, you look at the spoils that you get. The first is an obsidian witch knife. It's this obsidian blade that trails black smoke. It's a +2 dagger. It can't be wielded by lawful creatures, but when you cast a spell while holding this dagger, you can wound yourself with it and add the amount of damage you take to your spell casting check.
That's a really cool item.
There's the
That actually should be baseline spellcaster.
there's the Ring of Inagu, which is just a bone carved ring with a hyena face in it. And once per day, it lets you enter a rage where you deal double damage for 5 rounds. But during the rage, you can't cast spells, and enemies have advantage on melee attacks against you. The Potion of Forgetfulness is, I think, pretty self-explanatory. That if you make an intelligent being drinks it, they permanently forget one memory of your choosing.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Boots of the Cat makes it so you can jump near distance from a standstill, and your checks to move silently are always DC 9. And then there's Pipe of the Rolling Hills, which is a long curved pipe, magical pipe that allows you to up to 3 times per day regain 1d4 hit points when you smoke it.
That's a cool item.
Oh, hell yeah.
Bindal, I'm sending you something specifically.
Ooh.
It asks
I thought the pipe of the rolling hills, I was just like, dude, I'm essentially
Yeah,
rat
that's
gassing the
like-
ground.
Right, that's like your
like,
item.
like, you
And
know,
all the
Lord
green.
of the Rings wizards, they gotta be smoking.
They call him Findall the Green for a reason, and it's not because of the grass.
right? Big time.
Maybe it is because of the grass.
Yeah, I was just about to say that actually is because of the grass. But
Yeah.
it's too late for me to take back the joke. Shit, where's
It's
our...
from the long
Wow.
bottom leaf.
I'm trying to DM this to you.
Yes, of course.
Can the pipe be used by other people?
Yo, what? Boots of the cat are crazy.
Also, I assume that you're lawful, correct, Brother Anton?
I am lawful, yep.
And does anybody else even cast spells?
I don't.
I can. I have
You
the
can?
ability.
Well, yeah, but you need a scroll or a wand, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
So I think we'll end the session with this. This is not really proper grammar for the first section I just sent you, but essentially you open up a scroll, and I would actually more so say it's a series of scrolls, but it's not a book, but it's just a series of scrolls that are kind of attached to each other. It has various depictions that you can tell are obsessive, written in Sylvan, by the way, like ancient Sylvan. Various obsessive research texts on how to warp the Feywild to allow different planar energies to come in.
Okay.
Kind of pairing this all together, it kind of might give you a chronological order as to how the material plane counterpart got corrupted in the first place, and then obviously its Feywild counterpart eventually. It seems like with this Archhag's dealings with the demonic, that she may have caused a abyssal incursion as maybe some sort of agreement, as obviously they had children, so you would maybe guess that they made some sort of agreement with each other. But what you gain from this is a depiction of a robe that you can tell is a older, more prototype version of the one that you have.
Mhm.
So with an intelligence check during a rest, you could potentially morph your robe into something more beneficial.
Oh, dope. So because that's what I was thinking too. I'm I'm already wearing a cloak, so essentially I can try to morph the robe and cloak together into
It's
mega item.
Yeah, it's a Sylvan sort of research text on how to warp planar energies and stuff.
Hell yeah. Okay. Well, when we got some downtime, I'm happy to make that attempt.
All right.
Well,
So,
yeah, ending the session. You look. Sorry, what'd you say?
what?
I thought you were about to say something. Yeah, ending the session. Just to wrap it up, you kind of get this view of the camera going out into the distance, focusing on the lit flame from a watchtower of the Temple of Madeira in the distance, and we know that the conclusion of this adventure is close at hand.
Oh.
If you like this, like, comment, and subscribe, and peace out.